Segurando, vai na via safada relaxando, vai na pica safada sem vergonha, vai sentando na pica doida de maconha, presta atenção que o bagulho é doidão, trava essa puta quicando safada, senta malvada, quica malvada, trava na ponta da pica e não para, senta malvada, quica malvada, trava na ponta da pica e não para, senta malvada, quica malvada, trava na ponta da pica e não para, ai, senta no meu palhaço, vai senta no palhação, vai, senta no meu palhaço, vai senta no palhação. Naquele pique só couro brabo, me chamam de proibido porque eu vicio rápido. Combinação perfeita é sexo, cerveja e maconha. A novinha viciou, tá tudo curtindo a onda. Naquele pique, só couro brabo, me chamam de proibido porque eu vicio rápido. Combinação perfeita é sexo, cerveja e maconha. A novinha viciou, tá tudo curtindo a onda. Só socadinha, você tá dando vinho. Só socadinha, você tá dando. Só socadinha, você tá dando vinho. Só socadinha, você tá dando. Só socadinha, você tá dando vinho. Só socadinha, você tá dando. Esse é o DJ Holanda, tá lançando a nova moda. É o DJ Holanda, imã de piranha.
Welcome to another episode of Trivia Tuesdays. We're on like number 10 at this point. I've completely lost count. Each one better than the last. Okay, this one I will be competing, hopefully, as long as we have enough people. Well, I don't think it matters either way, because either I'm competing or that I'm hosting. So that actually shouldn't change. So I think I'm going to be competing. We'll see who joins. If you're watching and you want to join now, whether to do trivia or not, because we have to wait a little bit for a Jizzy page, aka Ragepage, to join. You can click the link that's pinned at the top of the chat. It's also in the description. If you think about it, good to see you, Section 230, who was correct that that originally the title is "How Well Do No Words," and if he didn't point that out, I would have started with that title, but that didn't happen, so we're all good to go. But yeah, you can join for trivia. Trivia is in 20 minutes approximately, or you can join ahead of time, or you can just sit in the back and watch like a fucking loser. It's up to you. How's it going, Big Soda? Why do you? That's from when I was in the shower. Why do you have that photo? Are you in my bathroom?
I'm gonna be honest, we kind of look alike.
You got the crab eyes too, a little bit, if you think about it.
Yeah, it's a lack of chromosome.
Hey, better to have too little chromosomes than too many chromosomes. Okay, that's what I always say. Unless you're that Down syndrome guy smashing the beer together, then I mean he's having a good time. So maybe you want to be him.
Downs and everything gets a little better.
Yeah, all the downs in your life go away when you add some downs. Good to see you, Lobster. How you doing today, Big Soda? How's life? Are you ready for trivia?
I'm ready for trivia. I'm ready to know the words.
I'm a little nervous about how hard this is going to be, because I feel like I'm going to freaking blow everyone away, but then I feel like Rage might hit us with some like words that just like no one fucking knows, in which case then I'll probably do the same as everybody else, but I feel like out of all the categories, this should be mine. Except for Encom Psy, that's the trouble. Yeah. Do you know Testy is bailing on us? Do you know he's bailing?
It don't surprise me.
He messaged me and he said, "Confluence, I don't want you to tell anyone this, but I am shit scared. You're gonna make me look like a damn fool." And I guess maybe I shouldn't repeat that, but that's what he told me. He's like, "I can't do it," and I was like, "That's fine, Testy. I won't tell anybody." And now we're here.
Well,
but as long as you guys don't tell anyone that I told you guys that, then it's fine.
All 140 people that watch the stream. I mean, it's not that many people.
Hey, if you count the total views, it's usually a couple hundred. Okay, if you think about it.
Trivia has been very successful.
Yeah. Well, it's been good.
Oh
The
yeah,
D&D, unfortunately, as we talked about, it
we
is
get double
sad because,
digits. We're lucky.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess we just, I think it's fun to be on the panel. Maybe it's not as fun to watch. I mean, I've never tried watching it. I've always been a part of it, but maybe that hits different. I'm not sure.
Well, and plus, I mean, it's Friday. There's a lot to compete with. Like, a lot of people are doing
that's
their
a real
special
problem.
stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
We can't
Everyone's
even get
got
our
their
own
shit
mods
going.
here on Friday.
Yeah, freaking testes, like fucking quad wheeling streams. He's like quad wielding. That's what I'm looking for. On a bunch of stuff, cheating on me with all these people.
Fucking rage, talking shit in the fucking speakeasy.
Speakeasy, telling him that it's better than my channel, my own mod, my own flesh and blood. Yeah, that's right, Lobster. This is the most entertaining show. People just need to find out. That's right. Speaking of, I didn't check my email for so long, but the puppet people, I just checked it today because I was looking for Rage's trivia, and the producer had reached out and he's like, "Oh, you should come on our show sometime to like talk about the event." And I don't know if he meant like multiple people because he's like, "You guys seemed really cool. You should come on the show." I don't know if that was like me and like the people that were there, or I'm not really sure. But I don't know if I waited too long because he sent that the day of the raid, which was like a week ago at this point. I shut the email now, so I reached back out, but because that'd be
definitely
fun.
Do that.
They have a big audience, so
those people are nice.
Yeah, they seem like fun times. So
they didn't seem to like Mel.
Yeah, they instinctively, like, I just assumed they knew Mel, but it seems they just instinctively knew that Mel was the person to go after. Just like they just knew, and just by watching for a small amount of time.
They spent 5 minutes gathered together, and they're like, who do we want to go after? And it's like they picked their fucking target.
I was gonna say, so I feel kind of honored too, looking back at their channel. They only do like the raid thing for like 1 hour, and they pick like one channel and do it once a week. So out of all the open panels, I mean, it has happened to India Jesus though. So, but I was still like, that's fucking based. Okay. It's not like they do this like all night every day,
Well,
so
I
was pretty stoked.
Like, I mean, every time, like, or at least when I signed out and looked up your channel, it wasn't that far down.
Oh yeah, that's not bad then. I mean, we do capture some new people, and I don't know if they all stick around, but people come and go.
A lot of Islamic people.
Yeah, we do get a lot of the muzzies. We have gotten a shocking amount of them, which is good. I mean, they usually crash out and then leave at a certain point. Not many of them stick around for very long, but that's fine. Good to see you, Tampa. Tampa, are you joining trivia tonight? You should. You're using words right now. If you think about it, Tampa. So maybe some of those words that you're even using are going to be a part of the trivia. Who's to say?
Might as well try.
Yeah. How well do no word? I should have just left that as a title. I just like played it off that was intentional, How well do no words?
Do words, how well?
So I do not have, so I'm assuming Ragepage can host this on a Chromebook because I do not have a copy of these questions. So I'm assuming Rage is going to be able to join and send them. Section, you should join too. Okay,
looks like you're having a stroke in this picture. Your lips. That's
my O face. I look at Ultimate Peace. Okay, I just made a really good point, or maybe that's me Dopamaxing. It could be like a fight's going on, and I'm just
just in the background, like
Hard to say, really.
What are you drinking on today?
I got a delicious green apple cider, okay, from Summersby, a local, well, not local to me, but local to Canada, green apple cider. I've never had a green apple, but I realized I prefer green apples to red apples. So, I know it's a boring story, but I thought, why not try out the green apple cider? And the rest is history. It's delicious. Should have done a long time ago.
I'm shocked I'm shocked you can afford that in the recession that y'all guys have been in.
Well, that's why it's local,
Yeah.
This was an import. I mean,
Cool.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Rage doesn't have exactly a history of being on time section, but
she fucking stole this from me. This was my event. I planned this. True. I put it together.
Yeah.
I let Anson do it, and then Anson gave it to the woman, and then the woman's just continuously done it ever since.
Mm-hmm.
She does a good job, though.
And hey, you got what's it called?
I got
what's it called? What's the new
failed
one called?
D&D and con theories of conspiracy.
Oh yes, con theories of conspiracy. That one, people like conspiracies. Okay, this is what I've realized. The only thing is, I wonder if, like, do we have to be careful? Maybe this is the thing to talk about off stream, but also on stream, possibly. Do we have to be careful about like getting TOS? Like, I know YouTube used to be really like kind of like crazy with like certain conspiracies. So
Well,
if we're like really trying to defend
silly.
them,
Like, I want to keep it a little like not. We don't have to go hardcore into like the government spying on us, but like
or into like the C19, because we might get, you know, I don't know.
you'll. Or the fucking hentai virus or whatever. Would you look at that?
Wildheart, you crashed out hard last time, if I recall. I can't remember over what, but you got mad and then you left.
Mixture of Emmett and Mara.
Sorry.
Was it Emmett? Was it Emmett and Mara? What were they fighting about? I don't remember what it was. I just remember Wildheart.
Religious.
Something religious.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, I can't remember exactly.
Them damn atheists.
I apologize. I tend to do that, but I thought
it's all good.
Being a show about words, you should have an Englishman on your panel, you know, so we can correct you.
Oh, I see. I see how it is. Yeah.
I'm only joking.
No, Wildheart, don't worry about getting mad. I like the dopamine. Okay, you know me.
Now we need a Muslim to come check him.
Need Emmett to do a BG's words karaoke. Oh, I see what. Yeah, I was reading it as a hyphen. Well, it is a hyphen, but hyphenated words. Good to see you, Kokomo. The funnest name to say. Well, but you tied with Coco Shuko. Coco Shuko might have you beat.
He does.
Coco Shuko's a fun name to say.
I can't even say his last name.
I can't remember what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Coco Shuko something, but Kokomo is like a fun name to say too. It's like Coco, really. The Coco added on to anything makes it fun to say, I guess. Like Wildheart, if you change your name to Coco Wildheart, that'd be so fun to say. Or Coco Soda. Either way, you just add Coco, you're having a good time.
I am so tempted now. And Kokomo is also a great song by, was it the Beach Boys? Yeah.
Well, Lionheart, how do you feel about Gay Month?
Oh yeah, happy Gay Month, Wildheart.
Oh, happy Gay Month, everyone. Everyone out there, happy Gay Month. Yeah, I'm all for it. Yeah.
I bet you are.
I bet you are.
I mean, I'm not gay myself, but if people want to be gay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Are you saying people want to be gay? Are you making a statement that people are not born this way and they actually choose their sexuality? That sounds very right leaning of you.
No, stop bringing up controversy where there is none. I mean, if people
stop looking at his words.
Yeah, you do you. Do you know what I mean?
You're saying if people choose to fall into a sinful lifestyle, you're fine with that. You're like, hey, you can sin as much as you want. Yeah. Okay. I got
if you want to murder, if you want to grape, if you want to just you do you.
We should just call it Sin Month. That's what I'm thinking. Any sin goes. It's like the Purge, but month long and mostly gay.
Yeah.
The Splurge, we could call it.
That's fucking wild.
I wouldn't go that far.
Elder.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull up this one instead of Gay Fluence, okay? Not in this month, Elder. It's too real. Not for me, but just for the month. And yes, I think we brought this up yesterday. So Juneteenth is June 16th, right, Big Soda?
Yep.
So that does fall on a Tuesday. So we could do because that is also intersectional too, because it's Gay Pride Month and it's the Black thing. And so it's like, we could have like a whole like woke trivia. We could have a specific to Juneteenth, or we could just wombo combo the gays with the blacks. Holy shit. That's like crazy.
Famous black gays.
Yeah, there's a part right
famous
there.
Black gay people. I don't know how many.
There's only like 7 of them.
There's at least 7, maybe 8.
Maybe we could probably squeeze 8 questions.
Oh, Ragepage already has it locked and loaded. Sharon's got the June 16th trivia. I mean, we did the Cinco de Mayo trivia was so fucking hard, Ragepage. That was like the hardest trivia ever. It's all about that stupid place. Can't even remember what that place is called. Even Emmett didn't even know like half those things. And brother lives in Mexico. Okay, to this very day, he still lives in Mexico.
It every year.
Those are some. Those questions are going to be like that today, and it's going to be so hard. Ragepage is going to pick like the most rarefied words, more rarefied than rarefied. Okay, y'all just dumb. Well, low key, a little bit. You got to play to the audience. Okay, you can't. Not everything is about ANCOM. Okay.
Yeah, I'm fucking illiterate. I can't even. I won't even be able to read the questions.
I'm English. I'm going to be fine. I'm going to sail through this. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. What if it's all like British words? Like, what do you call the back of a car? And everyone else is like, "Fuck, isn't it the trunk?"
Oh, fuck. What do you call a loose cigarette? Oh, fuck.
Wait, it's Gay Pride Month. I do know the answer. So, Rage, what time are we? Wait, Rage, to clarify. So you are hosting, yes?
Which means you have to be on panel.
Because you have to be on panel because you're sharing the questions, and so
you can't read the questions and then like type it out in chat.
This is not going to work. The only confusing thing is which I guess shouldn't stop me, right? Because I can pull up a comment and then change my own name still. I can still see other people's answers though. I mean, I guess I'll have to, I'm not going to cheat off anybody, but I can't hide people's usernames from myself because they show up at the bottom of the screen. So unfortunately the comment doesn't hide everyone's answers from myself. So that's the only flaw with this system.
If you're going to cheat, copy off me. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I'll just do the opposite of what you say. So instead of so I'll up my odds if I'm guessing. I'll just be like whatever Big Soda didn't say. Now it's a 1 in 3 chance instead of 1 in 4 chance. You know.
True. It's that
or I'll just
Coco
copy
homo.
up ANCOM Psi, you know.
That's
you say Coco homo.
I've just changed my name to Coco Wildheart, by the way. Just in solidarity.
See, it is a fun name. Yeah. I'm gonna, temporarily, I'm gonna become Coco Confluence. I mean, even that's fun to say.
Oh, that's a great.
Coco Confluence? I like that. See, you put Coco in front of everything. It just sounds better. I don't know why.
Coco Holocaust. Oh, well. Maybe not everything.
Maybe not in all situations.
Coco Hitler sounds fun, though.
It does. It sounds more fun.
Sound fun.
May not be fun, but more fun.
More fun than it was before, yeah.
I've just got a mental image of Hitler in like a clown suit, juggling. With the
right, yeah, it just makes him sound more friendly, more affable, more approachable,
Still got the same views, but just a little bit more approachable.
Just more charisma, He'll kill you, but he'll do it with a smile. It does sound like a confluence. That's the problem. Maybe it should just be co-confluence. That doesn't really fit, though. So Rage, are you coming up now, Rage? You might as well, or do you have like a time to start? Also, we need more people. Who else usually plays? ANCOM Psi usually plays. He might be afraid. Oh, Alex will play. Well, Alex will play sometimes.
Yeah.
We'll do tell me a list of all the people who have played. Cool Kid Kirk, please.
No, not the Noah Hyde. Ew.
What's his freaking? Oh, it's like eMart Money. Who else has played? Alex.
I don't think I blame the Jews anymore. I think I'm going to start blaming the Noah Hydes.
Well, I think so. I mean, we already talked about how Kirk did. What were we saying he did? He killed Jesus. He did 9/11 and killed Jesus. And Kirk
Noah
did,
Hydes
if you think about
bomb in Palestine.
Yeah, it's always the Noah Hydes.
The Jews will be disappointed. They've gone out of favour with you. You should persecute the Jews more. To be fair. Oh,
Lionheart, since we have you, this Friday, if you're not busy, come join us. We'll be doing a conspiracy theory thing where it'll be kind of crazy conspiracies, and the whole goal will be for us to try and prove it.
That sounds good. Yeah.
I think the first one we're going to do is 9/11. So we're just going to start like pulling together a bunch of sources from 9/11 and trying to see if we can destroy the narrative.
Yeah, if you can give me a link to your channel, I'll also.
Oh no! It'll be on Confluence's channel.
Oh, yes,
I'm
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Although I don't know much about 9/11.
I figured like a lot of people will probably have bits and pieces, and then we'll all bring our bits and pieces together, and then we'll kind of we'll show some short videos.
That sounds a little gay. We're all bring our bits and pieces together. This month.
I mean, it is.
Right.
It is homework month.
Wait, so is that what we're doing? Have we decided on the 9/11? Are we doing that? I gotta get booked up on my dancing Israelis.
Yeah. Well, I figured because especially with your conversation with Tyler, I figured that would be like a broad one to start, so we can and kind of if everyone don't come prepared with their sources, we kind of know enough to where we can talk for the next hour and a half or 2 hours or however long we go with it.
Wait, Rage, are you hosting it, or are you sending it to me and I'm just hosting it and just not looking at it?
No, she has to host it.
But
if you're gonna steal it from me, she's got to host it.
That's true, Rage. Because I can share your screen and then you can, Oh, and Tampa is going to be playing. Yeah, we have we're a few minutes away from starting anyway. Base Tampa.
I don't think I've met Tampa.
You must have.
I've seen him in chat, but I don't think I've met him on panel.
Damn. Well, then I guess you definitely haven't met Tampa. Boy, are you going to be surprised?
Haven't met who?
Her.
Her.
So I guess you have. I guess you haven't met Tampa. That's been on a couple of times at least. But maybe it's later when you're already do your Irish goodbye.
Yeah, it's a tradition.
So put out the signal to everyone else. We will see who takes the bait. They're probably all afraid. Now that I'm competing, they're like, what chance do we have? It's impossible. And it is, I'm going to be up front, okay?
No, I'm going to pin my stripes to the whatever the saying is. Yeah, I think I'm going to beat you.
Because you're English. I still can't even know. Tell you could be Irish for all I know. I'm not really good with accents,
Yeah, no, I am a quarter Irish. My grandfather was Irish.
Oh, see, I knew there was some Irish in there somewhere.
He's got an internal war inside of him that just happens all the time.
Are you from Manchester? I can't remember.
Yeah, Manchester. Yeah.
Okay, I did remember. I'm so fucking goated. Do you know Bricky? Have you ever talked to Bricky?
That's been
on the channel a few times. He's he's in other online spaces. He's a fun guy.
Yeah, it sounds familiar. I can't remember specifically, but yeah, I think so.
I remember Bricky was on that. Do you remember the famous grid speakeasy thing?
Oh, yeah.
And then Bricky was there and just like shit talking the other people, and that's good.
It turned into a 1v1, then it turned into like a 2v3, then it turned into like a 3v1. It was just it was just craziness.
Yeah, it was just all over the place. Yeah, Bricky is hilarious.
I'm gonna be honest, Confluence. It may be when dramas happen, you should probably reach out to both sides of the drama and then get them on stream and then just farm the dopamine off of them.
Yeah, but it's with certain things, because like the first time it happened, I felt like, okay, this seems good. But then the other time when I think you were there for that, although I can't remember, I blocked a lot of it out of my mind with that Trippy Cat guy when he joined back a different day.
Yeah.
Then I thought that was just kind of like, that was just like, that wasn't great.
No, that was the same time.
No, there's a recent time, like maybe a week and a half ago.
Oh,
I don't know if you had left at that point.
yeah. I think I
Speakeasy had joined for an open panel thing, and then Trippy joined. And I thought, okay, you know what? I say it's an open panel, I'm gonna let him up. But then it just went instantly into attacking Speakeasy, getting too personal, and I tried to settle it down, and of course that didn't work. And it was just a shit show. It was just an absolute shit show, but not in a good way. It was just more causing me stress. It was just more causing me stress.
The first one, I remember he kept putting up some document about Speakeasy, and him and who else was it? Was it Flow State?
Dusty, yeah,
and Grid, and then I think Bricky and Speakeasy, and I think American Nacho came on. And it was a good one.
That one felt more normal, weirdly.
Just as we're talking about words, for anyone who doesn't know, bricky in England means like a bricklayer.
Oh yeah, I think he told us that because he is a bricklayer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was a sexual term for Pride Month.
Yeah, it sounds like, I got a bricky. Stop, you're giving me a bricky.
That could work actually. Yeah.
Probably a word you hear a lot in the strip club.
Probably, yeah. Rage, you still haven't confirmed. Are you joining to host the trivia?
And Chippy,
is happening.
The latest comment, Bricky Chippy. Chippy is a carpenter. You know, they work with wood.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Man, you guys... you think you know words, but you just kind of talk like Neanderthals if you think about it.
Bricky, yeah, like Bricky makes sense.
Like, I don't know. It just seems very, I don't know. It seems like carpenter is a bigger word, I would say, than chippy.
I mean, I can understand like carpy, carpy.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, carpenter. That's a better word. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I might not do too well in this quiz.
I'm gonna be honest. As long as you do better than me, you'll be doing all right. I think I've been at least last all but maybe twice.
You've never won one, have you, Big Soda?
No. The closest
Alex
I got
won
was
the manliness one. I remember that.
Yeah,
Alex won by a lot. You got like 21 points or something on the manliness one.
I thought for sure the racist one I would do all right at, but no. Apparently I'm not that racist.
That is so good to win.
Who won that one? Was that Ancom again? Yeah, Ancom won.
Yeah, Ancom, and then Keelan got second.
Keelan is pretty racist, so that checks out.
Well, he's multiple races, so he knows lingo from all types of places.
Yeah, from all over the map.
Yeah. And he also talks to a bunch of foreigners online.
That's true.
He knows all the slang.
Whereas I talk to mainly white people and to Secure Johnson, so
yeah,
that's my diversity higher. That's how we fill our DEI quotas at the Confluence Chaos Discord. Okay.
Yeah, we have a token Indian, and then you just talk to Americans, and that's how you get your fill.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's Tampa. Hey, Tampa.
Hello.
How's things?
Welcome.
Things are thinging.
Things do be thinging.
They do that.
They tend to do that, yeah. Things.
So Tampa, you've been here before for a trivia, right? Or wait,
yeah,
no,
that was the first time I came on.
Wait, yeah. So then, Big Soda, but you must have been there.
I probably was.
It was
Which
the
one?
man. It was the man one.
Oh yeah, she beat me. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, she beat me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because they kept saying that. Yeah, that's if you get beaten by Tampa. Yeah. Okay, I remember this now.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm still coughing. If I cough during the trivia, that just might happen. Okay.
Yeah. No dead air.
I've never been to one of these. What is the format? Is it just like a trivia quiz, questions and answers?
Oh yeah, so it's multiple choice. Someone, maybe Ragepage, we'll have to see because she's not responding, will read the questions. And then how we answer, instead of saying it out loud, because then it's like, well, who said it first? Who's copying off who? You change your name to A, B, C, or D. So, and the reason for that is because if I pull up a comment, it hides your guys' names, so we can do a big reveal and then see everyone can like steal other people's answers.
Oh,
There's
that's very
25 questions, should take between 45 minutes and an hour usually.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that makes
So that's
sense.
kind of the system we have. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
But we'll have to see exactly when Ragepage is showing up. It is after 8. Ragepage is messaging me at like 7:15, telling me to start a panel, and I'm like, "You're not going to join for like an hour and a half, you know." And then turns out, I feel like my prediction was kind of right, you know.
Spot on. Oh, I watched some of that David Woods and Andrew Wilson debate. I don't think I like Andrew Wilson anymore.
Was he an asshole in it?
He was kind of an asshole.
I kind of expected that, perhaps.
Yeah.
Tampa, I'm curious, as the only woman on the panel currently, do you know who Andrew Wilson is, and what do you think of him? Oh, that's not a good. She's so mad she can't even answer. She can't even answer the question. She's so enraged.
Where to fucking begin?
And when you say the only woman on the panel, that's very presumptuous of you. Do you know?
Yeah,
That's true.
Lionheart may be a
Wild
woman.
Hearts.
And you
Yeah.
know that I'm not a woman. Yeah,
That's
I've got
true.
mum-
Never
I've got mum boobs.
never DNA tested you, you know. Although you peed in a bottle that one time on stream, and for a woman to do that, that'd be very difficult if you think about it. So, you know, that'd be challenging.
Okay, sorry. I don't know what the hell was happening there. I've got some very interesting views on Mr. Andrew Wilson.
Oh, Paige, let's hear him.
I don't think that he's the mean, manly, bad guy, misogynist, whatever in the relationship. I think his wife is.
Oh, you think Rachel wears the pants? Okay, tell me more.
Make sure Rachel isn't in chat.
Rachel has been in chat before.
Yeah. One time. We can confirm one time.
One time.
I just know a lot of people see him as like the mean guy, and like, she's being the wife of him. But no, I think that it's backwards. She's the lead of stuff. I'm not even sure that he knows it though.
Oh, it's like a subversion going on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
shots
been watching
fired.
him for a minute. No shots fired. No shots fired. I'm crazy. I don't know. I mean, I'm a woman, so what the hell do I know?
That's true. You shouldn't even be voting. Okay, if you think about it,
Exactly.
at least according to Rachel. Okay.
Yeah, and
I
as a
think-
Last
woman,
time when I was talking to Andrew, he told me that he doesn't actually think that, which I think was a bit of gaslighting. But Rachel definitely believes that. I know that she said that numerous times.
Right. She's the one that doesn't like women.
Oh, here we go. The trivia master himself is here. Ancom, you better not freaking cheat, because I'm going to be playing Ancom. You better not be pulling AI up, okay? You better not be. Just invited Ancom person and berating him.
to beat you people.
Oh, you'll see. I'm competing this time, Ancom, okay?
Oh,
You never
are you?
faced me before, yeah. Well, if Ragepage gets her ass on the freaking panel, she's supposed to be hosting.
Oh, I see. Wow.
but doesn't that poison the well? Like calling yourself trivia master.
He has won like 6 times is the problem.
Yeah, I have won like I have won almost every trivia I have come on to. I think I've only lost one, and that was to Anson on the DGen trivia.
No, you also lost to Alex on the manliness one.
Oh, that's what it was. Right, yes.
But I think you also lost to Anson because Anson won. Oh, wait, no, Anson.
Anson won one.
Yeah, he won
he
one.
never
It
made
couldn't
him
have
in
been
a
the
major.
DGen one because he made the DGen one.
Right, yeah. I don't
So I
remember
don't know
what
which-
one
I
it
can't remember
was,
which one he
but
won.
I'm pretty sure Anson beat me on one, and that is the only time I've been defeated in trivia.
Well,
Okay. Okay, sidebar section 230. I was in a 3v3 with Andrew Wilson, and I had mentioned this, and he's like, I've never said this. Show me where I've said this. And I said, well, and he thought like I didn't watch him at all. I'm like, Andrew, I've watched you for like hundreds and hundreds of hours. Like I can't find it now, but like I feel like you said this. And he's like, no, I've never said it. I've never said it. And he wasn't saying, he wasn't saying, no, I understand what you're saying. That he thinks all, but he was saying that, no, I've never said that all women should not vote. So I don't know. I don't know if I've been mishearing him the whole time or if he changed his mind. Like, I understand he also thinks most people shouldn't vote, but like you said, I thought he included all women in that. Maybe he does not, though. I'm not sure.
I won't be honest.
I did feel fucking gaslit though during that.
I would want to know the distinguishing factors between which women should vote and which women shouldn't. If you're saying not all women should vote,
None of them.
Not.
I know Rachel definitely says that like directly.
Yeah.
Like directly, she says that.
Imagining advocating for your own rights to be taken away. That's wild to me.
Yeah, but if the rest of your group is like Ragepage is here, she'll probably advocate for that. Ragepage, should we repeal the 19th or what's good?
Can you hear me?
Breaking up.
In a technical sense. Ragepage needs to get not a Chromebook, okay?
Well, but somebody paid me. If you fucking paid me for trivia, I'd be able to afford fucking.
I have no idea what you're saying.
I think you should take that Chromebook
She
back.
said
and get
if you pay
calculators.
her, it would be different, but you know.
Oh, you can speak garbled. That's crazy. All I hear is
Yeah, we can hear you, but we can't tell the words that you are saying.
this is gonna be a hard trivia if this is what's happening. Does anyone know the word? Okay, hopefully Rage is rejoining.
Yeah, she
And then
needs
we
to-
shall begin. And if anyone's still watching that wants to play along, you could join too. We also accept latecomers, but you do not get comp points. But you can join at any time and get the points you have rightfully earned. Okay, this isn't freaking commie land. We're not just giving away these points and sharing them amongst ourselves. I'm sorry, Ancom. It's just not like that.
Hey, if you're gonna force me to be in a competitive thing to get points, I will take all the points and distribute them myself. This is what it means to seize the means.
That's true. Ragepage, try again. Let's hear you.
Fuck it, we're doing it live.
No,
There
yeah.
we go.
That's
There we go.
Yeah, that's good.
All right. What I was trying to say is that I could afford a motherfucking PC if somebody would pay their creative director / trivia master creator or
I'm sorry, Rage. Do you see all the donos flooding in tonight? Do you see them all? Tell me what percent of the 0 donos you
I
would
don't-
like to get
I mean,
comped.
I wouldn't mind about, what is it? You're in Canada. I'll take 100 Canadian from the 7K that you get from the Jews.
First of all, that's new Israeli shekels. Okay, so the conversion rate's not exactly on par with Canadian bucks. Okay. Second of all, I work hard for my husband dollars. Okay, I work very- do fucking yeoman's work for the Jews. I made that whole cool intro commissioned by Ben Shapiro of all the Jews dancing to try to promote positive images of Jews. Then they just think of them dancing and having fun.
So,
Rich, your screen.
You were roboting a bit then.
Yeah, Confluence, you're starting to turn into a robot.
Yeah.
Wait, I was roboting? Rage, you gave me the freaking hentai virus, man. Now I'm roboting too.
Oh yeah, that's gonna work. But
Yeah, you don't need to go back on that cruise ship.
Yeah.
And I always forget Confluence that you are Canadian. I apologize for that.
From America. From America.
No,
Okay.
This is not gonna work.
And you
I
choose
can't
to
hear
move
any of
away
y'all,
from
so
the
if you
land
hear
of the
me,
free.
Just know that
Look, I'm dual loyalty,
it's not
okay?
gonna
It's a Taiwanese family he's got up
Fucking-
there.
Can I do my Canadian joke? You gotta feel
Sure.
sorry for the Canadians. They live next to America. in the snow amongst the French. Do you know what I mean?
That is true.
I'm gonna be honest, Confluence. I like Canada so much more better than England. England's so gay.
Well, yeah, see, that's the thing. We can all agree with that. Okay. I'm not the worst of the worst.
At least y'all copied some of our good habits.
Exactly. We're like American adjacent. Whereas England, the English. So
Yeah.
Rage dipped to the back. So can Rage, are you not? Because again, I can do this. We just have to all trust that Confluence isn't peeking ahead at the PDF, which you won't do. But I don't want people to think that Confluence is doing that when he schools your asses. Okay.
We can still have her
The
read
thing is,
it.
it's not even hard to, because I could just on StreamYard, you could just click a button. It's not even like I have to scroll, so you can see the same PDF I'm seeing. Because if Ragepage can't join, I don't know how else we're gonna do it exactly. Because Big Soda, you're on a phone.
Yeah.
And Ancom cheats already with his AI. So if he had, then he wouldn't even have to need the AI. He could just see the PDF. So that can't go well. Wildheart, there's no way he's English. There's no way he's going to be able to chew gum and walk like that.
Yeah.
I've got a laptop and I can share a screen or something. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, that's not the problem. It's the English problem. We don't know how to get past that.
Yeah, that's true, especially with complex words.
Yeah, I'm fairly sure I'm gonna win this. Sorry, Trivia Master, but
We'll find out.
yeah.
Okay, so what should we do?
Well, I guess what's Rage's problem? Like, what's going?
The connectivity thing.
Nah.
So Big Soda, she could send it to you, and I guess you could read it, but I don't know.
If you put it on
words
screen,
with
I can. If you put it on screen, you can control it, and I can read it.
Yeah, we could do that. Ragepage, is that? I'm assuming. Well, Ragepage confirm if you're like fixing connection issues, or if you think it's just not. If you just keep dropping. And then I'll see if she said it to me, then maybe that's a sign, because it wasn't sent before. It is sent to me, so
It's a sign from God.
she says, I'm trying to get my internet situated. ETA 10 minutes. We have a 10 minutes. We have a thunderstorm passing through. So I don't know what that means. Should we start? Should we?
No, wait, Christian.
Oh,
Christian.
young
Perfect.
Christian. Okay,
Perfect.
young Christian. There we go.
Tell him to come and bring his Bible only.
He just changes the trivia entirely to Bible trivia. We're like, no. Okay, so Christian, it'll be sent to you. And then if you share your screen and read it, then there we go.
I'm sure you brought this up before, but the title doesn't work. Just for ultra picket. How well do you know words? Sure, it should be how well do we know words, or how well do you know words?
That's what it says.
Yeah, grammatically it doesn't work. Is what I'm saying.
What doesn't it make sense about how well do you know words? What's wrong with that?
It doesn't say you. It says how well do you know words.
It didn't used to. I changed it. You got to refresh. Because I had a section pointed this out when I started that I did typo. Okay, which is a little ironic. I understand.
All right, I'll let you go this time, but don't let it happen again.
Yeah, I sent it. I sent it to him. I have not opened this document because Rage sent it during the thunderstorm thing, but I have not opened it. Okay. I've just forwarded it to young Christian. Rage Pate says, I'm excited now I can listen and take score. Yeah, as long as young Christian joins. Where are you, young Christian?
Rage, don't fuck up that score count.
Yeah, like we saw last time where you're caught in 4K, okay? Where's my Keelan? Where's my Keelan when I need him? There we go. No.
What?
Big so Stacy. God, I need a soundboard. There you go. I really need that IJ thing where you can just have it mapped that just hit the buttons. It's just too cumbersome to find it otherwise. Okay, well now we can't have dead air, but now we're kind of just waiting for young Christian to join, I guess. So, somebody bring up a topic. I don't have anything off the rip,
Oh no, can I just clarify? So, given this is about language, are we going with the American English or the actual English?
Well, it's only going to be A, B, C, or D. So I don't know if there's going to be many that are going to be ambiguous in that sense.
Because that will put me at a disadvantage. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah, Ragepage is a Chromebook as well. I too have a Chromebook. I am not using that now because I would not be able to do what I'm doing in a Chromebook. Worst purchasing decision I've ever made. Terrible, terrible device. No one should ever buy a Chromebook. There's young Christian. How's it going?
2 seconds. Hold on.
Yes, and you can donate to Rizzy Page on Cash App, or you can join her OnlyFans Jizzy page, where she has a lot of spicy content. I can't post the link because that's against YouTube TOS, but you could search it out, okay? She's adding new content daily. I'm her new manager. So you're going to think that you're talking to her, but you're actually talking to me, pretending to be her. It's, it's just a hustle. It's a side hustle. That's what I actually do when I say I have a job 9 to 5. It's actually, I'm like the Indian guy that runs people's OF accounts. Well, that explains so much, Rage. That explains so much.
Okay. All right. I got my life together.
Based. Red pill.
Oh, that was quick. Well done.
Right, so try sharing the thing, and then I should be able to pull your thing up.
Okay.
Happy Gay Month, by the way, young Christian. I don't know if I said that to you yet.
Oh yeah, it is Pride. I totally missed that.
No, sorry, you got to do that hand gesture. Happy Gay
I am
Month.
not getting clipped for that. No way.
Trivia night. Okay, I'm downloading it.
Yeah, watch as there's another Jizzy page and everyone signs up for OnlyFans thinking that's a Rage page. I'm not willing to Google it, but there probably is a Jizzy page on OF. Okay, if you think about it, that someone's got to have taken that name.
That can be our first.
Wait, this is a PDF.
It is a PDF. So on
What's
my
the
end,
plan
I
here?
can go. So you will. I don't know if you. Okay, so I don't know how PDF viewers work. Try opening it. See if there's a way to just click by page because it's organized by page. So ideally, again, it depends if you have like Acrobat or what it loads into. But if there's a button to click next page, that'll be the easiest because then you can share the screen of the PDF and then just click next page and it goes screen by screen. If you have to scroll, that's less optimal, but still possible.
Oh wait, hold on.
Do I have to
Okay, I
see
can punch. How many are there? 60? There's 60?
There's 25 questions, but yeah, it's gonna probably like 60 pages because then there's like the answer page and stuff.
Okay. Hold on. I'm just making sure I gotta get my numbers in order. Yeah.
And then all you have to do, so Rage is gonna keep score. So you just have to read the questions, give us like 7 seconds to type our answers, and then tell Rage who got the point right.
Okay. Is it just one round?
It's 25 questions, 5 rounds of 5 questions, and a bonus question.
No, we definitely got it. Okay. I'm gonna just go. We're just gonna see what happens.
All right, so you got it. Yeah, so share the PDF screen. I'll see if I pull it up and if it looks right. And in the meantime, we'll just do a little test so everyone remembers. Everyone right now, including myself, try to change your name to A, B, C, or D.
So share the PDF or share like my screen?
Like share, if you go to like add a screen, you should be able to add the screen of the PDF.
Okay. So share my screen. Right.
Yeah.
And
All right, so Sorry, just for clarification, is that how we're doing it? For every question, we change our name to A, B, C, or D. Is that how it works? Sorry, this is my first time. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I understand. Yeah.
Does that look right?
Okay.
In the back.
It should be. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. And it lets you go page by page.
I gotta do the number, unless I'm scrolling.
Oh, there's no like button to.
No, I don't see a
I'm
button.
trying to enhance. Oh, do you? I think you just click on the right side of the page. Like, what if you just click there where your mouse is?
No.
Like on the PDF itself?
Nope.
Oh, okay, weird. Okay, yeah, then maybe the page is the only thing to do. Wait, what if you hit the plus? Oh, no, the plus is going to zoom, isn't it? Yeah, that's just going to zoom in, isn't it? Yeah, never mind. There should be a way, but it doesn't. Yeah, I guess you might have to type in the page. It's a bit possibly cumbersome, but
It'll be all right. We're here.
what if you hit? What if you wait? Last try. What if you hit either the right key on the keyboard or the down key? Does it scroll an entire page or no?
No, it's
What if you click on the PDF and then do it?
No, it's a plus.
There we go.
yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we got it. All
Go
right.
ahead, or
Yeah. Okay. So is everyone prepared?
Yeah.
Well, you should be asking them this, young Christian. You're. Oh yeah.
are y'all ready?
Full screen it with that little arrow, the stretch arrows on the side.
Oh,
There we go. Oh, beautiful.
amazing. Is everyone ready?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, and I guess
yeah.
I will. Wait, we can't see us, can? Oh, there we go. Now we can see us. Okay, so I'll have to pull up the comment. Yeah. Okay, so when you start reading the question, I'll pull up the comment. I'll change my name. Everyone changes their name. You do roughly after you read the question, you like count down from like 5 or whatever, young Christian, or like 7. And then
Timer.
you don't need a timer. You just like literally
I
just
can't-
count down.
Yeah, I can't count.
No, because then we don't know the timer. So like you have to, you know what I mean? Like it has to be like audible, you know?
All right. From
It
5.
doesn't have to be exact. You just be like 5, 4, 3. Like it doesn't have to be. Doesn't
Can I
be
go
exact.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No, don't go that fast. Try 7 if you think you're gonna count too fast.
All right.
We can
Everyone
workshop
ready?
it.
Y'all ready?
Okay, everyone prepared? Tampa, you good? Ancom Sai.
I am ready.
Let's do this.
Okay,
Oh,
let's do this. Welcome to Trivia
Yeah.
Night Semantics Edition. Good. Hype it up, not Big Soda. Hype it up, young Christian. You're the host.
Next page. All right, there's gonna be 5 rounds, 5 questions each per round, and then a bonus question worth
Based.
5 points.
oh yeah, she increased it.
All
Oh
right, all right.
shit. Oh damn.
What was
Okay,
it
yeah.
before?
Usually it's just 2
It was
points.
2.
It
Wow.
was just 2 points.
Okay.
All right, round 1. Archaic words. Common in the 16th and 17th centuries. What does the word forsooth mean? 5, 4.
But you gotta read the answers. You gotta read the answers first.
A, to prevent a mistake. B, to speak calmly. C, in truth or in deed. D, beforehand actions. Before. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, can I get a little bit more
And
time?
then click. Boom. Oh, me and Ancom Sai tied. That was plenty of time, Wild Heart. Wild Hearts doesn't count. He put that in after. We all saw it.
Yeah, but it was just because I couldn't get to the name in time. I've got remote mouse.
Wait, Big Soda, did you have it the whole time or did you just change it?
Yeah, no,
Roll-
but you
roll
Big Soda
back
had it
to
the
it.
whole time. Wildheart did not.
Okay. That's Ancom Sai, Confluence.
And the question. Or the
Yes. I mean, I can read it if you want, because yeah, Ragepage is saying, I guess I could just read it too. And then
Right,
you can just control the PowerPoint.
This is my first day. This is my first day.
Yeah.
It's up to you. Up to you. I just don't want to throw too much at you. You know, I understand you're hitting arrows. You're also speaking. You know,
I'm scared, man. I'm scared. All right.
But you got that Rage. So that was me, Big Soda, and Kamsai.
Oh, what? I got the right answer.
Yours showed up
All right.
after Wild Heart. Card laid is a card played.
Right. Okay, I didn't know it, but I'll let you away for that.
Everyone ready?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, so am I still reading, or are you doing it, Con?
Yeah, no, you got it. You got it.
All right. When Hugger Mugger was first recorded in writing in the early 1500s, what were the two primary meanings of the word? A, bravery and courage. B, secrecy and disorder. C, happiness and dancing. D, traveling and exploring. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I have no idea.
I have no clue.
Secrecy and disorder. Oh, no one got that. A hugger. That sounds like a slur. You fucking hugger muggers. Get the hugger muggers out of our damn
It
country.
felt like a slur. Wait, what?
All right, so no one got that.
C minus.
I don't know. That 5 seconds
So-
went fast. I didn't have time to change my answer.
So
That was a fast
Or is
countdown.
it B?
Oh wait. Did Ragepage fuck it up again? Wait, go back. Oh wait, no, that's a
D is
saying.
secrecy and disorder.
Yeah. Oh, you're getting confused by her saying this. Yeah, no, don't listen to the chat.
Oh,
Can you just say
Ragepage is
that?
gaslighting you.
Oh
Okay.
no, the C minus was for your reading of the question. She was
Oh.
grading your performance.
Oh.
You'll get a performance grade throughout.
C's passing though, so I'm all right.
Well, C minus, barely.
I made it.
No child left behind.
All right. Popular during the 16th to 18th centuries, which word refers to a wretched, worthless coward who lacks any spirit? A, poltroon. B, coxcomb. C, galliard. D,
They're
mugger.
hard.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There's another guess for me.
Oh.
Hey, a poltroon. No one got that one either.
I don't know.
These are hopefully
That
we got the
sounds-
archaic word category.
That sounds like a slur.
Well, it actually does sound like a real world slur, if you know what I'm talking about.
But they're great questions. Like I didn't know a lot of these. Yeah.
Do we just keep going or just Rage first confirm?
Well, yeah, no one got that one, so yeah.
Oh, okay.
She's good at keeping score until she isn't, but she's good for a time. So
All right, here we go. Which Old English term was used by the Anglo-Saxons to describe the anatomical opening later named the anus in the 1600s? Cassier, betterink, and Saka are skang. These aren't real words. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Not anymore. They're not. They're archaic.
well, let's go. Arse gang. Oh, that was everyone except Wild Heart. What with the Arse gang?
Yeah,
Arse gang for life.
I was gonna go with that, but I thought it was too obvious. Do you know what I mean? Gang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, arse gang and anus. You know,
Yeah.
that makes sense. That tracks.
Anglo-Saxon. That's a wild.
Are you guys like boob gang man or like arse gang man? That's my question. Okay.
I'm more of a booth man.
Yeah, Con, I feel like you're more arse gang. Yeah,
I'm probably more arse gang. Depends. though.
you lean more arse.
Depends on the arse. Depends on the gang. You know.
All right, everyone ready?
Yeah.
Historically used as flogging whips for corporeal punishment, what does the Middle English term pizzle refer to? I know this one, Kingdom Come Deliverance. A stiff leather strap used by blacksmiths. The penis of an animal, specifically a bull. C, tree bark firm tendons tied to bamboo shoots. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm going with the penis. Oh, let's go. The penis.
It is, right?
Well, if you've ever bought
are you
dog
pulling my
treats,
pistol?
yeah, if you've ever bought dog treats, they're still called that in like
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
like they're still called pizzle sticks.
Yeah, that's true.
I'd hit you with a
It's an
pizzle stick,
Anglo-Saxon,
and
that's right.
Yeah.
Amazing.
all right, so that was me, Wildheart, and Adcom.
Am I turned up? Am I turned up, Con?
You got some feedback. Be louder and clear, young Christian.
Oh man, let me see if I'm
There was a
turned up.
point at which you cut out for a little bit of the.
How's this?
Oh, that's
This is
better.
Better.
That seems better.
Okay. Everyone ready?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hold on. I gotta click this screen. Hold on.
Oh, we're on round 2 now, I think.
Can I make a
Ooh.
small request?
Connotations
Can we change it to 10 seconds? Because
No, because then that'll give Ancom too much time to talk to his wife /AI. So we can do a little bit longer, though. We can maybe do 7 seconds. Okay.
I have
I'll
neither a wife
compromise.
nor am I using AI.
All right.
I'm sorry, you're polycule. Okay, you have multiple
You can just
people
say
helping
partner
you.
or spouse. Either one works.
Can't I say polycule?
Well, no, because right now I don't have any other partners.
Oh, okay.
All right. Everyone
Think
ready?
about my fun words. Yeah.
Which of the following words has a positive connotation? A, motivated. B, pushed. C, convinced. D, obsessed. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I could see 2 of these answers working for this question.
Get it.
Yeah, it is. It is
I can see someone
it is
being
true.
convinced also being considered a positive connotation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say that as well.
I was going to say that as well.
We have everyone except Big Soda gets that point. Which also pushed arguably, I mean, that could have a positive connotation. Just depends if you're motivated to do something bad or you're pushed to do something good, that kind of changes the connotation, you know? I don't know.
Is it denotation? Yeah. So you say that?
Denotation.
Denotation.
Yeah.
Denotation. All right. Everyone ready?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Which of the following pairs of words represents the same denotation but with different connotations? A, running and walking. B, happy and sad. C, house and home. D, car and vehicle. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
No, I picked the wrong
2,
one. No.
1. Con's cheating. He used AI.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
Still get it wrong?
Well, I was thinking, how can car and vehicle? I had that, but then I was like, how could car and vehicle have different, but house and home? So I was like, well, it can't be that. I must be misunderstanding this. Does that make sense? How can if house and home have different connotations, wouldn't car and vehicle have different connotations?
No. Well, no. They
I'll
have
just work here.
car and vehicle don't have the same denotation. A car is a specific kind of vehicle, whereas a house and a home have the same denotation, but a house is a building, a home is a place that you live connotatively.
I guess so.
he's
I
right,
guess so. It seems a little fishy to me, you know,
Yeah.
but I'll allow it. Okay.
Who's
So
winning
Ancom's
right now?
Hey, we don't find that out until the 10th
I
round.
don't
Oh.
even need to.
Oh,
I don't even
oh,
need to wait for Ragepage. Me.
I can probably vouch
All
for
right.
that.
Everyone ready?
Yeah.
While the word noise denotes any sound, which word specifically denotes a harsh clash of sounds and connotes overwhelming, jarring chaos? A,
Oh, damn
hubbub.
it. 2 of
B,
these could
clamor. C, strident. D, cacophony. 7,
Cacophony. Hubbub,
6,
clamor, strident, and cacophony.
5,
Do I need to
4,
read these?
3, 2, 1. I don't see the need to I could just count instead of reading. Everyone can read right on panel.
No, you have to
No,
read
I'm
them.
illiterate. I can't read. I'm trusting you.
Go to the answer, young Christian. I can read them if you want. Cacophony. Wait, who got the last one?
I can read out the questions and answers. Like, I don't mind doing that.
Wait, okay, but wait, before we go, okay, so Ragepage is asking who got it. Was it just Ancom not got the last one?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Okay, and then this one was
Wait. Are we talking about the house and the home one?
yeah.
Yeah, I got that one.
Okay, that was Big Soda and Ancom.
Cool.
And then this one is me, Wild Heart, and Ancom.
I'll
so
read the next
who's
one.
reading?
Just so we get
Okay.
that.
All right.
Okay. So his voice AI can hear it clearer.
Yeah.
The oldest trick in the book, Ancom.
If I were using AI, I don't need to do a voice. I can just screenshot this shit. Are you kidding
I don't
me?
know. The TTS would be pretty fast, you know?
Not faster than me hitting print screen, selecting it, and pasting it in the AI chat. This would not be difficult.
All right, here we go. Ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
But if I'm reading it, I have no time. Which of the following is an example of a word with a neutral connotation? Cook, chef, gourmet, or culinary artist?
Oh, I could have read this one. I'll do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We got to reveal the answer as we go. Okay.
All right. So myself, Confluence,
It was all of us. It was all of us.
Oh yeah, it is everyone. Sorry, Wildheart uses lowercase letters and it's really hard to see. So
I know I did too that time. I sure in caps lock.
Oh yeah, put caps lock on. Sorry.
All right, everyone ready?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
which of the following words has the denotation of unwilling to change one's mind and a negative connotation of rigid or unreasonable? Determined, resolute, stubborn, or steadfast?
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
I
1.
say the ABCD. All right. Looks like everyone but Wildheart got that.
Yeah, I thought stead. Yeah, no, I was wrong. But yeah, I thought steadfast was the same thing.
And then just if I'm gonna be mentioning people's names, who's the person in between me and Wildheart?
That's Tampa.
Tampa. Thank you. Terrible with names.
Great with words. Round 3. Synonyms and antonyms. I can do this one.
Cool.
I can do this one. I can do All right. Everyone ready?
Oh yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Which word is most similar in meaning to you got it.
Ephemeral. Which word is most similar in meaning to ephemeral? A, perpetual, B, transitory, C, indelible, or D, quiescent?
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
B, transitory. Let's see here. Confluence, Soda, and myself.
And Com is quite a feisty opponent, I see. All right, young Christian.
All right. Next
Oh
one.
no! See what happened was
I think we got to skip that one because at least I saw it.
I was just
know.
gonna go with A. I didn't even get to see the word.
I have a strong feeling it's taciturn.
Which word is the opposite of garrulous? A, taciturn, B, loquacious, C, voluble, or D, verbose?
I'm gonna give everyone 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1.
Well, I guess I got it, guys.
Yeah, like Confluence, Soda, and myself again.
All right. Be very delicate with the keys.
Yeah, don't double it.
Which word is most similar in meaning to fastidious? A, cursory, B, indiscriminate, C, meticulous, or D, uncouth?
8, 7, 6,
And that's a word I think you should
5,
be using more.
4,
Confluence, uncouth.
3, 2, 1.
The answer is C, meticulous. Confluence, Wild Heart, Tampa, and myself.
This
Good
is
job, team. Good job, Big Soda. So
That was
close. So
uncouth.
close.
Which word is most similar in meaning to capricious? A, steadfast, B, fickle, C, meretricious, or D, obdurate?
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The answer is B, fickle. Looks like Confluence, Wild Heart, Tampa, and myself. Once again, Big Soda fails.
All right, we're gonna go score
Next
after this
question.
one.
Which word is the opposite of paucity? A, dearth, B, scarcity, C, modicum, or D, plethora?
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And the answer is D, plethora. Looks like Confluence, Soda, and myself.
And comes getting all these is the problem.
I mean, you've
He
been
edged
getting all of
me
them
out
too.
in, yeah, but you
Confluence,
edged me out in the other round.
Pretty sure you and I are dead even on this round.
On this round, but I think you're like +1 or +2 me. I'm not sure. Ragepage, give us a score in the correct order, please.
from lowest to highest.
Hey, either way, as long as the order is consistent.
These are some good questions.
I think Soda's using AI.
Yeah.
I am, and I'm still losing.
Okay, Tampa / Wild are tied at 6. Consider Super Chat to support your local trivia. Thank you, Nightbot. Big Soda Pop is at 8.
Nice.
Well, we can keep going. That's the only score we needed.
Ragepage is really edging us with this one. Conflu at 12. How many does Anko freaking have? How many does he freaking have?
I can already tell this is about to be massively out of order.
Ancom 13. He's got me by the freaking 1. Damn it. There's the home house one. Fuck. Man, it's probably going to come down to that bonus if we keep this up.
Possibly.
Depending on what the next rounds are, though, if it's something up Ancom's alley. It needs to be like rare esoteric words. Right. Are we ready?
Yep.
All right.
We ain't gonna list Tampa and Lionheart score.
Wait, they were already
Were
they
they?
were back here. They were
Okay,
interrupted by
okay.
Nightbot, yeah. And also everyone join the Discord if you haven't. Thank you, young Christian.
All right. Round 4 idioms. Let's go. Which modern phrase meaning an exact duplicate originally described a fast horse illegally substituted for a slower one to manipulate betting odds in a 19th century horse racing? A, dead ringer, B, stalking horse, C, one trick pony, or D, front runner?
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No idea. Oh, Ancom guessed A. I feel like that's fuck.
Guessing.
Damn it.
Hey. No, I knew this one. All right,
Just killing
so
me on
it
the
was
idioms.
myself and Wildheart getting that one right.
All right.
Which modern phrase describing a state of confusion or total disorder originated from a fierce 14th century dispute between two London trade guilds over their civic ranking? A, to the nines. B, on pins and needles. C, at sixes and sevens. Or D, down and out.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No fucking idea. Oh, yes. Thank
All
God.
right. And the
I just
answer
went
is
for the meme. I just wanted to do one of these.
So let's see here. Confluence and myself.
What is that? What is this trivia?
These idioms
The
are
funny part
just
is,
going
I
to kill
didn't actually
me.
know this one. I just got it from process of elimination because I knew all three of the others.
I don't even think I heard of two of them.
All right. Which phrase used to describe a stupid or foolish person originally referred to a 16th century wooden mold used by hat makers to shape hats and wigs? A, airhead. B, blockhead. C, knucklehead. Or D, numbskull.
8, 7, 6, 5,
Actually, 50-50.
4,
I don't know.
3, 2, 1.
The answer is B, blockhead. And that was got by everyone but Soda.
Could be anyone's game.
I wouldn't go that far. I think I meant.
All right. Let's go for the next one. Which common idiom meaning shared agreement was originally followed by the sarcastic addition and fools seldom differ? A, birds of a feather flock together. B, seeing eye to eye. B, seeing eye to eye. C, great minds think alike. Or D, two heads are better than one.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The answer is C. Great minds think alike, but fools seldom differ. And looks like myself, Confluence, and Soda got that one.
There's ketchup to be had. The final idiom.
All right.
It's the final idiom. Which British idiom is used to conclude simple instructions, meaning there you go, there you have it, or it's done? A, Sweet Fanny Adams. B, Know Your Onions. C, Take a Biscuit. Or D, Bob's Your Uncle.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And the answer is D, Bob's Your Uncle. I've known this one.
Wild card. If you didn't get that one, that would have been embarrassing. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I know.
Campbell is the only one who did not get that one.
Final round.
Oh, I'm sorry to interject, but can I take a short bathroom break before we do the final round?
I'll never forgive
No,
you.
you must stay at your computer, or else you forfeit the entire game.
Okay, I'll hold on.
He's joking.
Okay.
He's joking.
No, go ahead, man. We'll wait.
Right, how long is that?
All right, quick, read the next question. I'm just kidding.
All right, go.
Yeah, piss your pants like a man, like a real trivia champion.
Think give like 3 seconds on the bonus, you know? Be real quick.
Just 3 seconds. Yeah, we might as well. We got some time. Might as well give a little recap. Yeah, this one is like actually seems like manageable as opposed to the the Cinco de Mayo one, which is utterly obscure.
Like, if someone was from that area, they'd probably know a lot more about that.
Yeah, probably. But Emmett was, I just assume
South
Mexico
Korea.
is kind of one big, all the same place. So Tampa with 7, Wild Heart with 9. I'm still within, I think, at least bonus question range of ANCOM.
I'm
I think I
back
only
now.
got one that you didn't on that one.
Yeah, so I think you're up by,
Yeah, that should put me
remember,
points
2 ahead. Soda with
Soda
10.
the Big 10.
Oh yeah, double digit.
Double digits. Confluence with 16. Then ANCOM with 18. Cool.
Oh, no, you're still in it. Still close.
Still in it.
Nice.
All right. Round 5, English expert. Which of the following is an example of a hoaliphic?
Bro, what is this?
Whoa.
Which of the following is an example of a holoalphabetic sentence? A. Jolly wives fix basic glass lamps during zombie outbreaks. B. A quick move of the enemy will jeopardize 6 ships. C. Sphinx made of black quartz do not judge my vow. Or D. Pack my box with 5 dozen liquor jugs.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh,
damn.
wait, what? Do I have this wrong?
So
Yes.
a holoalphabetic
Isn't this the thing
sentence
with every letter of the alphabet?
Yes, it is a sentence that includes every letter of the alphabet. So
the
problem is,
Sphinx one does.
I didn't have enough time to go through all of the sentences. And
I swear the Sphinx one is a known one. I swear it is. I've literally heard that one before.
Can you go back one page and we'll look at them individually? Because I'm really curious here.
Sphinx?
All right, so
I'm gonna run it through AI.
I swear I've heard this one before. Like the Sphinx, like I didn't count them. I've just know it's like the quick brown fox one. It's like those are the 2 that I know.
yeah, quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Why
Unless they
have you
changed it
zoomed in? I can't
slightly.
see.
Oh,
Hold
you
on,
removed
hold
it.
on. Yeah, hold on.
Christian, what are
Unless
you
they
doing?
like changed one of the words.
About to find out. About to find out right
needed,
now.
Like 2 minutes to
No,
read them and
it's AI says the correct answer is D.
Which letter is C missing?
share the damn screen.
Yeah, share the screen.
I need to read this myself.
Unless it is slightly changed. Did you freaking do that? Is it like off by like one word from normal Sphinx black quartz one?
Oh, it says
Might be.
it says option C isn't missing any letter. But I'll bring it back up. Hold on.
But then if it's not missing a letter,
Nah, you're wrong. It's D. You're wrong.
what is it C missing?
No, it's not missing anything. But the answer's
How
D.
is it-
The answer's D though.
How?
Even AI was like, nah, it's D.
I
How
need
is
to
it
see
D?
the damn screen.
Yep.
Why
Pop
is
the
that
screen here,
screen?
Christian.
I'm getting it. Hold on.
This is my challenge. I'm using my challenge card.
Okay. All right. There it is.
Thank you. Okay.
This is
So-
it. This is it right here. This is the right answer.
Sphinx made of black quartz. Do not judge my vow. Okay. A. B. There's no C in the letter in
Well,
in answer
black.
C. Oh, there it is. Wow, I'm blind. Okay. D E. Oh, wait a sec. Of.
There a F?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's in the word of.
Oh, I'm blind too.
Yeah. Well, of's an easy one to miss. We actually have a
I'm gonna-
blind spot for
I'm
that
gonna
letter.
be honest. I'm pretty sure the whole alphabet's in there.
That's what AI says it is. But AI also said D is the correct answer. So, you know. AI seconds rage.
I'm on P right now. So far, it's good.
How about we do a coin flip? Either
Yeah,
C
it has
can
all
count
the letters.
or
It has all the letters.
or C doesn't. How about we just coin flip it? Yeah, leave it to chance.
It has all the letters. Ragepage, what happened? What happened, Ragepage?
Yeah, item D.
So do we
doesn't
both,
have an
do we
H
both
in
get
it.
a point? Oh, wait, D doesn't
No.
have an H? Wait.
Yes, that's with.
Back to my box.
Oh, yeah, with.
Oh, with. God damn it. Okay. I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S. Pack my box with. Oh, yeah.
D is in with, yeah.
U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Yeah, no. C and D both have every letter.
Yeah.
A quick move of the enemy will jeopardize.
Ragepage, it took us so long to fact check. They don't all have every letter, do they?
I don't know. A's looking a little suspicious.
Is A missing? What if they're all fucking...
Okay, B,
Somehow.
I'm fairly certain, I've read it over 4 times now. A quick move of the enemy will jeopardize 6 ships. I do not see a letter B in there.
No,
Am I
that's
missing
that's yeah,
Oh,
that's
you're
where I
right.
got caught.
Okay.
And
But
then is A missing
is
anything?
questionable. Because I think I'm on F right now.
Maybe it's
F's
supposed
there.
to be...
A, B, C,
Wait,
D,
H.
E.
It's not a textbook example. What do you mean it's not a
E.
textbook? It is an example of all. What does that mean?
I think
A
since
stops
D
at
was
H.
designated,
Okay, yeah. Okay,
and D
so-
is the point.
Oh, A has no H. Yeah.
Nope.
Okay, so it's C
All right.
and D.
Yes, so both C and D are correct, which means that still only Confluence gets a point.
Based. Ragepage trying to cuck me. Trying to cuck me with this. The words do not. I don't know what this means.
In C, Sphinx made a black quartz. Do not
No.
judge my vow. She's saying that.
Well, they all
words
have
do
none
not-
of them. None of them just have one copy of each, do they? Like, is that maybe there's a hollow
no,
alphabetic
every
sentence?
single one
only-
of no, every one of them repeats at least one letter.
Oh yeah, because D has 2 eyes. Yeah,
Yes.
Ragepage.
3.
So they all repeat.
All right.
They all repeat. Okay.
All right.
Based.
All right, now that we've got that figured out, question 5. Which historical leader, to secure his military communications, used a fixed cipher that involved a shift of 3 positions down the alphabet? A. Julius Caesar, B. Adolf Hitler, C. Alexander the Great, or D. Genghis Khan?
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's literally called a Caesar cipher.
It is.
If you know anything about cryptography, that's one of the first things you learn is the Caesar cipher. All right, so Confluence, Soda, and myself got that one.
I was thinking of
Not a very good cipher if you think about it.
It depends. If you don't know what to look for.
That's true. I guess if it's the first one, the first cipher,
Yeah,
you
like,
even
if
think
this
about
is-
it. Yeah.
If this is like 1st century BCE, before cryptography, like anyone really knew much about cryptography, it's a decent cipher.
Yeah.
I was thinking
Yeah,
of the Second
time
World
was
War.
real-
All right,
I don't
everyone
know if
ready?
I'd call it brilliant, but
I mean, again, 2,100 years ago it was pretty smart, especially given the Romans were the only ones at the time using their particular alphabet. Think about it that way, right? Now,
yeah, that's true.
half the languages in Europe use, actually, pretty much all the languages in Europe use some variant of the Latin alphabet. Even Cyrillic
Is
is
this your
partially
your
based on
AI
Latin,
summary?
partially on Greek. So, All
Handcom
right.
is the AI summary. Okay.
All right. Which of the following is the longest common English word that can be typed on a standard QWERTY keyboard using completely alternating hands?
God.
I'm sure reading the answers.
Sorry. The answers: A, stewardesses; B, typewriter; C, skepticism; or D, polyalphabetic.
8, 7, 6,
I was
5,
I was thinking
4,
about the answer instead
3,
of reading out the answer.
2, 1.
Only
It would be hard to
I was only
read that
cheating
one.
in that
and
I
then
was
also,
using my hand on the keyboard to mimic typing each word.
yeah, I was like doing this just on my
All
pants.
So it looks like everyone but Soda got that one.
Big So's on his phone. He doesn't have a keyboard.
And
That's no
honestly,
excuse,
Rage,
I'm on my
if
phone.
you wanna dock me a point for cheating on that one, I wouldn't even blame you.
No,
because
that's
you cheated?
legal.
Well, wait. Could I add a point because I didn't cheat?
You give the point you
No, you
donated.
still got it wrong.
All right, everyone ready?
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
All right. Second to last answer. Which of the following words was invented by William Shakespeare? A, bandit; B, soldier; C, thief; or D, pirate.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The answer is A, bandit, and everyone with the resident Brit got the Shakespeare question. Are you
I
shitting?
know. Sorry, I was going to change it at the last minute. I realized
He's
it was-
Right up there
hard
with us
for
on
a
stream.
reason.
Yeah. No, I don't want to find it or anything, but I'm just saying. Yeah,
For shame.
yeah.
All right.
I
So yeah,
missed
everyone
it.
but wow, I'm blanking your name. Wildheart.
Wild Heart.
Yeah, took me a sec. All right, and we are on our ultimate answer. What is the literal translation of the Malay word orangutan into English? A, great red ape; B, human of the forest; C, red tree dweller; or D, orange hairy bear.
You better not know this
8,
Ancom. This is my
7,
chance.
6, 5, 4,
I mean, I'm making an
3,
educated guess.
2, 1.
Come on, not Ancom. Yes,
Oh,
yes, this is my
shit.
catch-up time.
I
This is my catch-up
I did
time.
not
I know those
that.
obscure Malay words. Let's fucking go.
There you
I
go.
think I'm still down a
I-
point.
I
think I'm still down
assumed-
one.
I assumed because the word orange comes from the fruit of the orange tree. That word has a similar root across most languages, so I made the assumption that orangutan also shared the same root. I was wrong.
I was getting confused because I've heard it as man of the jungle, and I was like, I don't see man of the jungle, and I was like, wait, human of the forest.
So who got it? Who got it right? Con?
All right, so for the
Con and
record,
Soda?
Confluence and Soda got that one.
Okay, what's the standings, Rage? I think Ancom's still edging me by 1, which means that I have to win the bonus and he has to lose the bonus. I think.
Well, let's wait for Ragepage to give us
For the
her
bonus,
stand.
you only get
Our final-
3 seconds. 3 seconds. And that's
3
it.
seconds.
3 seconds.
Oh no, it should be longer for the bonus because it's
As soon as it's done, it's 3, 2, 1. And we full send.
You should get 10 seconds for the bonus.
No,
You're
because
Oh, I
it's so
stopped there. We should do
valuable, you
30
don't want
seconds.
everyone getting lots of time to guess it. Like you kind of want that. Oh no, the bonus is 10 seconds according to Trivia Master Ragepage.
Well, I'm holding the trivia right now.
10 woman seconds.
I
is
got the
like
PDF.
7 male seconds.
Wait, non-Rage Page. patiently adding up the scores.
She's got to recount each one to make sure it's
Do
right.
you think Rage does it in like tally marks, or do you think she's like writing out the numbers?
When I had to do it that one time before Rage joined, I was doing it in tallies in a notepad. So I don't know if she does it by hand. Okay, Tampa with 9. Start with third place. Tallies, indeed. Rage is getting one guide. We'll never know who's in third place. Wild Heart with 10. So Tampa with 9. Wild Heart with 10.
Yeah.
Oh, Big
Wait,
Soda. That means
did Wild not get any point at all?
Was he at 10 before?
Yeah.
Ragepage is notorious for screwing up the point system. So. Is this true? Are we tied?
What?
Is that true?
Oh,
Did I get
damn.
2? You didn't. Oh no, were you only winning by 1 point?
Well, I
No,
was
he
winning
was
by
winning
1
by- he
point,
was
but I
winning
think
by
there
2, I
was.
think.
No, you were. Did I get 2 right that you didn't in the last one?
Don't tell me we got to roll back the film.
I don't know. I know I
That's
got
fine.
the last one we just did.
Oh no! You got the hollow alphabetic one right, and then you got this one right. So
Oh,
that's 2
yeah.
questions.
Oh, that's right. Oh, we are. Oh shit! It comes down to the bonus. Oh no.
Yep, so we are tied up. All
Ooh.
right.
The bonus is next, right? Like, there's no like weird pictures after the last question.
No, yeah. Make sure you don't double tap this one. Yeah, definitely not Keelan.
All right.
Nice
Yeah.
try.
Full sending. Are you ready?
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Everyone locked in.
Locked in.
So, am I doing 3 seconds or 10 seconds?
10 seconds.
10 seconds.
All right. All right.
All right. Final question. For 5 points.
Are your palms sweaty?
Knees weak.
Yeah, but they're always
A
sweaty.
little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
All right, here we go.
Linguist Noam Chomsky used what phrase in his 1957 book Syntactic Structures to demonstrate that a sentence can follow all the rules of grammar while remaining semantically nonsensical? A. The horse raced past the barn fell. B. Colorless green ideas sleep furiously. C. Frantically 2 ideas blue and only. Or D, time flies like an arrow, fruit flies like a banana.
10, 9, 8, 7,
Oh, no.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And the answer
There's no
is
answer. It's not an answer. We'll never
No.
know.
That's the end. I mean, me and Adcom guess the same thing as the problem.
What was
all
it?
right, Rage.
What was
Page,
it,
what was
Rage?
the answer since you left it
Rage,
out of
what
the
is it?
PDF?
That's the biggest. The problem is we're gonna have to have some
I
other
can
secondary
look this
bonus
up.
now.
Here, I'll look it up. I'll look it up.
This is a cliffhanger.
I got you, huh? I'll look it up. I'm
Oh, Rage is saying it's B.
about to find out. It is. B.
Rage Page
Yeah,
is the
B.
edge master.
All right.
Holy shit.
Oh,
Okay, so no one
that
got that
means
one.
no one got that question right, meaning that Confluence and I are still tied
Mhm.
21 points each.
Yeah, settled it with rock, paper, scissors.
No,
Yeah,
we saw
No,
the
I
bonus
think I
question.
do this with Ragepage giving us tiebreaker. Okay, so
Guess a
looks like
number.
Rage is
No, it's
guessing
got
a
to be
number.
Wait, hold on. It was here. For whatever reason, it didn't pop up. Here, I gotta show this to redeem Rage. Hold on. It was here. For no reason, it didn't pop up.
Okay. Now, see, this only says it was worth 2 points, but we know it was worth 5 because it was mentioned twice earlier. All right.
Mhm.
So, Ragepage says, guess a number 1 to 1,000. So, Confluence, you want to put up the comment, and then you and I will put a number as our name as the guess. Cool.
Okay. Oh wait, I won't look at yours because I can see your guys' guesses.
Oh, you
I have mine.
Yeah.
And with the number one, I feel, but I already have mine done. So hands up, don't shoot.
All right. Go ahead and reveal.
Okay. Wait, what's Ragepage's number?
Well, no, you reveal and then Ragepage tells us, I assume. Or I guess. Oh, Ragepage says she'll send the number to Christian on Discord so he knows I'm not lying.
All right. Pull up Discord.
Can just say thank you very much, Confluence. This has been very much fun. This is the first time I've done this, and yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad you had fun, and thank you, Rage, who made these questions, and thank you, Christian, who is reading them. Well, I guess Ancom Size reading them. Christian, look at this whole team effort if you think about it.
We should all
This is
hold hands.
communism, folks. Everyone doing their part.
I never looked at a single answer, Keelan. Not a single one. Okay.
Okay. All right. I got
I haven't looked at Ancom's number yet, just because I love the suspense.
I got the number. It's in.
All right.
Okay. Reveal. Let's go.
Time for the reveal. 501 and 257. And also Tampa did 333.
What's the number? What's the number, young
Wait,
Christian?
is everyone participating?
Except for Wild Heart, he's still at C, which I suppose is a number, but it's not between 1 and 1,000.
Okay, wait, okay, so hold on. Everyone's participating in this?
I mean, yes, but
Like points count to everyone?
yeah.
Just to make everybody feel better.
I thought this
Dude,
was
Let's say the number's 2 then. Does that
Well,
make
if everyone-
gets the points, and then we got to do a new tiebreaker?
If everyone's participating, Tampa was on point.
I
Tampa
thought-
literally got it.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Like
No,
exactly.
it's like got it on the nose.
On the nose.
I'm better with numbers than I am with
Exactly.
It is worth noting that Tampa was at
There's-
9 points, so like I mean, Ragepage, if you want to say Tampa wins based on that,
I will
That's
not accept that.
That's
I want the
crazy
actual
low.
Ancom.
I
no
feel
one
like
has said what the actual number was.
Tampa's number is the exact number 333.
Oh, damn.
I think for
case,
that Tampa should win.
if it's just
I mean, that is
me
exactly
and
on.
Confluence, I believe that would be me. I think, yeah, 257 is closer to 333 than 501. But
Hey,
since
Tampa got it. Okay, we
hang
either have
on.
to do another one or Tampa wins. Okay.
I wasn't
What are
doing
we
it for
doing?
points, though. I just wanted to participate.
You were doing it for the love of the game.
Hmm.
Out here reading minds. All right, let's run
What you're
another
saying is-
number.
So what Ragepage is saying is I'm technically correct, the best kind of correct.
Let's run it one more time.
All right.
One more time. One to
Okay.
1,000.
Okay. Is everyone
Reach out,
participating
Cindy.
again?
Oh yeah.
No, just. I'm only gonna
Just-
count you and Ancom.
Okay,
Yeah.
just us.
Wow.
All right, Rage got to submit the.
I got to
the
tie
number.
into my intuition for this one.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Keelan's going to mog
I'm
me.
gonna wait. I'm gonna wait to submit my guess until Confluence has put in his. Not because I think you're cheating, just to
He
remove
thinks
any
you're
doubt.
cheating. He thinks you're cheating.
I'm gonna price this right you, okay? So I'm gonna fucking do it.
Rage, you gonna send a number?
It's not closest without going over. It's just closest.
That's true.
Since Rage wants to include Tampa.
Yeah, we could. Let me just
All right,
hang
fine.
on.
Fine. All right, out of y'all three. All right.
That's fucked up.
All right. Have you put in your
That's
guess?
still a little dirty. I haven't even got Rage's
So-
number yet.
So Tampa is playing. This
And
changes
Dakota.
my calculus, you know. I'm doing a power move and guessing 1,000.
All right.
See,
I got the number.
Sorry.
All right,
Yeah.
I've put mine in.
Y'all ready?
Yeah. I've
right,
got
You have the
5
number?
written.
Everyone's good?
Yeah. Reveal in 3,
Okay.
2, 1.
What is it? What's the number?
What is the number?
And Confluence, the number was 903.
Ah,
Ah, shit.
fuck.
Wait, no, I win.
Damn it.
I got 861.
All right, another tiebreaker. Run it back.
Run it back.
So the whole trivia is just guessing numbers of 1,000.
I'm gonna crawl my way back.
So, Colin, how do you feel?
I'm disappointed that I'm proud of my word knowledge. I'm disappointed in my intuition with guessing numbers between 1 and 1,000. I think I could have done better. I think I had to lock in more.
If you locked
Really
in harder, you would have
astrophonetic.
probably pulled a Tampa.
Yeah, Tampa obviously locked in the best. Okay, so whatever she's doing. Yes, congratulations, Ancom. I almost took you down,
Almost.
but I did not.
Very close. I mean, it literally took 2 tiebreakers to get that decision. So, you know.
Are the prizes? Just topping it.
The prize, it's a permanent Discord role. Ancom has long had that. And an emote, which I still haven't added Ancom's original emote. But so, Ancom's got a lot of emotes.
What's the reward now?
Things,
Is it another emote?
He's gonna
I'm
have
gonna-
every emote.
I'm gonna dip. I will give my emote to someone randomly chosen in this current call. So I'm just
Bless me
gonna
with
post
it.
that here, and
I feel like it should go to Tampa for getting the number on point, you know? It's got to be like the
That's a good
honorary
idea.
winner.
you know what? Yeah, I'm good with that. So Tampa, you get a free emote in the channel.
I mean,
All right.
it'd be like that
I'm-
sometimes. It's
I'm
already
dipping-
pretty memeable.
Tampa just dipped
Y'all
out.
have a good night.
Thank you, Adcom, for playing. Oh, and Tyler is backstage. 07's Adcom. And now this is the open panel portion. You guys can stick
Yep,
around.
and
We're gonna shoot shit.
with that bullshit flat or picture and name, I'm out of here.
He ran before he could defend his
Overrated.
statement.
Because I was using my intuition too hard.
That checks out.
All right. I think my work here is done. I'm gonna dip out.
Yes, thank you, young Christian. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Yeah,
I'll catch y'all later.
Cheers, man.
And yes, you
I've
want to
got-
subscribe to Jizzy Page's OnlyFans, the trivia host. She does this weird like trivia, but it's like kind of sexy trivia. So I won't say more because I don't want to like spoil her content, but you can sign up. It's only $5 a month. Okay. She's pretty affordable like that. How's it going, Keelan? Watching the trivia because you knew you would get absolutely word mogged by me.
Yeah,
You freaking knew you'd get word mogged.
I just got back to the hotel after going on a walk.
Well, I was in Washington and not DC. Just go to DC, okay? Pull your finger
Were you
up
in
and go to
DC?
DC.
Yeah, it
Hey,
wasn't Washington State.
Show my nickname.
Slightly above average debate enjoyer.
You know, I don't hate a slightly above average debate. I mean, I don't hate it. I just,
They're hard to find.
yeah.
Nobody ever memes Tyler's name, and I'm sick of it. Everyone should be some variation of debate enjoyer.
You're right. It was
Tyler's name is probably the most memed name in the history of people that joined the panel, I think. I thought I was clever. I think everyone, like the first time I did it, I was average Tyler enjoyer, and I'm like, I'm so big brained for coming up with this. But then I realized it's a pretty common thing.
Yeah, I think that's what's happened to me tonight. I thought I was big brained and I ended up second last. Yeah.
It's okay. You're English, so we forgive you.
Yeah.
How do I
These were
change?
those, like, these were like those $100 American words. These weren't those like two pence British words, you know.
Blimey.
I feel your pain, man. Yeah, I feel your pain.
Ragepage, there is a niche for this. Okay, I'm not as your manager. Well, we'll talk off camera about this, but there is a niche. I'm saying you shouldn't be afraid to experiment.
Hold on. What do you mean niche? Ever since Elisa Leo won gold at the Olympics, it's not a niche anymore.
Is she a raccoon furry?
Elisa Leo is a figure skater for the U.S. women's figure skating team, and she's super popular.
Is she a furry?
Very popular.
No, she has like a look her up. She has like a haircut that people say is like a raccoon.
Does she do furry OnlyFans? That's my question.
Just search
That's
up.
what we're talking about.
Just look up Sonic inflation.
Yeah, see, I knew you're trying to. You always bait me with the Sonic inflation, and after the 6th time I've Googled it, I'm not going to Google it again. Okay, I'm onto your wiles.
But look up Elisa Leo.
Okay, you know what? I'll do that. Elisa Leo.
You're gonna spell it wrong.
Do it on screen because I'm in a game. I can't do it.
Maybe I did Google it
Keelan's
wrong.
a stand-up guy for a leftist
How do you spell it?
Islam supporter, so I trust him.
He's trustable people.
Yeah.
Wait, no, it is a figure skater. No, it actually is a real figure skater.
Why would I lie about this? That'd be such a weird thing to lie about.
What's in her teeth?
She has a smile.
Piercing?
She has a smile piercing.
What
I
is
like
that?
figure-
It looks
I
so
like
weird.
figure skate- I like figure skaters as well because they wear like nice clothes, you know, spangly dresses, and yeah, I like figure skaters.
Like,
Oh,
I
what
don't know if
the
we can
fuck?
see her. Do you see that? Like, it's like it's. I guess it's through the bottom of her lip or something. Very strange. I guess her hair does kind of look like a raccoon. It's got that like those horizontal stripes.
People like her because she's like just a regular Gen Zer. How could anyone who loves America call someone who represented us at the Winter Olympics retarded?
I don't know how the two things correlate at all.
Because the
It wasn't a
Olympics
special-
is retarded.
But what if it was the
It is a
Special
little
Olympics? Like,
The
if
Olympics
it's the
is kinda
Special Olympics,
transcoded,
then
if you think about it.
That's
Wouldn't
that's
most of
the
them
most
actually be
retarded
retarded?
kind.
You know?
Elisa Leo put the whole fucking team on her back and won gold at the Winter Olympics for the United States of America. Everyone, a moment of silence for Elisa Leo.
Congratulations.
yeah. Yeah, that's not how you celebrate.
Yeah, rest in peace, Elisa Leone. May you skate on the
Wait, she
clouds of
died?
heaven. Yeah, really sad. She was actually
You-
mauled to death by raccoons.
You all would like her. You all would
They're
like her
trying to
even
make
more
over here.
because she was like selected before birth.
By whom?
No,
By
she
Well,
the
you know-
Chinese.
was
No, like
bred.
her dad used some thing to choose the perfect whatever to put his semen in.
Hmm.
That's a little. Yep, and she is Chinese. That does check out.
Her family was kicked out of China.
Yeah, they had 5 children, all of whom were born via surrogacies through 2 anonymous egg donors. Yeah, there was some eugenics going on with her. Apparently, her hair isn't even dyed. That's what the wiki says. Like, that's the eugenics her hair to look like that.
You are not reading the right thing. Like you're
That's
full
what,
of it.
Stop the
that's what
cap.
it says. That's
You're
not
so-
dye. That's her
you're so
natural
full of
hair.
it. You are
That's
so
her
full of
natural
it.
hair. Look it up. Serious.
I don't have to fucking look it up. What the?
Yeah, that doesn't happen naturally. I'm
It does
sorry.
with eugenics, Wildheart.
Keelan, you need to do your
Anything
research.
can happen with
Anything,
eugenics.
yeah.
Are you listening to the mainstream media, Keelan?
I fucking seen pictures of her when she was younger, and it's like regular hair.
I'm
Yeah, she
sorry. You
dyed
not
it.
think genes can express themselves later on in life? Okay.
No.
That's like saying I saw, well, that's a weird example. Well,
You know,
well,
Confluence.
that's weird
I just
stuff.
joined. I just joined because I want to see like what it would take to make you be really
Oh,
American
no, hold
first.
on. Wait, so
You
she was
thought
in the
the
Olympics
Chinese-
for what
Figure skating.
sport exactly?
Figure skating.
What a fucking
slur
right
right
in the
now?
center of the
That's
heart
a
of
fucking
America.
Olympic sport. That's an
In the Winter
Olympic sport.
Olympics.
Yeah,
You haven't watched Michelle Kwan?
Oh, we're
Okay.
the figure skaters.
It's so
Yeah.
stupid. It is so beyond stupid for someone to be like figure skating is not a
like
sport.
being-
Like you're just an idiot at that point.
We're not saying it's not a sport. We're saying it's the third least entertaining Olympics.
Figure skating
That's
is like
wrong.
the sport I've probably watched the most in the Olympics throughout my life has been figure skating.
Fair.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie.
That checks out.
All right,
Confluent.
all right.
This is like saying gymnastics isn't a
What is the
sport.
most? What's the best
Hey, Testy.
Olympic sport?
Sprinting.
running. Yeah, I was there sprinting. Yeah.
No, I would say
Or
dressage.
toss.
You guys
Oh,
see
Yeah,
no,
dressage is pretty great, dude.
That's not what that is. Does everyone know what that is?
I did. I told everyone at work about it. They went and looked it up. They're like, "Holy fuck, this is a thing!"
We're
was
gonna-
horse dancing.
We're gonna play some B-roll of dressage as we talk. I don't know.
But if you're talking in terms of like skill, I think it's like diving, figure skating, and gymnastics.
Yeah, I'm just saying, dressage has not met its goal.
Wait, is the horse
Hold on,
getting the
hold on.
medal or the person getting the medal?
No,
Should be
dressage.
the horse.
Dressage has not seen its golden age yet. It's just horse dancing, and it's a bunch of white people who can't dance. Once black people get into dressage, dude, we're gonna see some crazy ass shit, like Baltimore dressage.
It's gonna be like crip walking and stuff. It's gonna be crazy.
It's already crip walking.
Yeah,
I was gonna say,
it's got that strut. The horse is black. It's being trained by white people.
Keelan, can you crip walk? Because I can crip walk. I think I can crip walk
I used
better
to
than
ride
you can
horses.
crip walk, Keelan. That's my challenge to you.
Confluence. Like I don't even know how to explain to you. It's just mind blowing that you think I would spend my time on something like that.
Oh, I spent when I was a teen, I fucking spent a lot of time learning how to crip walk. Okay,
That explains a lot.
All the fancy because it's different. It's not as simple as people think. There's a lot of parts. It's a very impressive thing. Like if you actually do it, I'm not good at it, but you actually are good at it. Okay, I'm gonna pull this down before the Olympics copyright strikes.
You're see Karl Marx. He prophesied this.
That white people like me.
Yeah, he did the same thing.
You guys
The
gotta
same thing.
watch it. This is the thing. You guys gotta be impressed at crip walking. Oh, this is okay. So tell me this isn't cool, Keelan. I mean, you've probably seen like what crip walking can be, but this was the video that got me into it as a young teen.
Go ahead, do the crap with me. Oh, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, do the snake with me. Oh, go ahead.
This way he takes off in a second, okay?
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead,
First things first, man, the chronic is back. This is Endo, produced by Timbo.
Like, that's pretty cool.
Nah, the NWA chain choking, burner rubber inside the Range Rover. Chain smoking. This ain't another one of those. This the rebirth for
Okay, you can stop the video.
LA.
Promotion of gang culture.
Yeah, like it, Keelan. To not speak to some denied part of yourself.
Like a half of you.
Hey,
Yeah,
Keelan.
he likes
Hey,
it.
wait. I have
He likes
a
it.
question. I have a question for Keelan. Why do you think Confluence's stream is racist?
What? I actually appreciate crip walking. I think it's like a super cool thing.
Yeah,
Like,
see,
I actually
you're
do.
completely missing the point of why I'm saying that.
Why are you saying it?
You know why I'm saying it. You're just being intentionally.
I have no idea.
But anyway, I think the Irish dancing is pretty cool.
Not as cool as crip walking. Okay.
Back to the Olympics thing. I think the best thing is decathlon because you have to do 10 different sports. You know what I mean? Like disc throwing and shot put and all that.
The
I think
Olympics
that
is gay.
one. Yeah.
I think you guys are just arguing the grass is greener on the other side. Keelan likes the Irish dancing. Confluence likes the black dancing. I think you can meet in the middle.
Like a tale of two cities.
Crip Irish.
Yeah.
There's got to be someone who's tried to combine them. There has to be at least one guy.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good point. Like, what is the middle between black and green? Like color-wise.
Like
What are you even fucking talking about?
Green. Well, if Ireland is green and black is black.
Yeah, but I'm saying what is middle ground? Like black colors everything out. Do you know what I mean?
Testy with the only super chat of the night supporting his local trivia that he did bail on. Okay, Testy, what is this video that you sent us? Is it going to be a black man Irish dancing? Who knows? We're about to find out. We're just gonna
Irish man
do it
black
live.
dancing.
We're not even gonna pre-watch. It's kind of risky, but you know.
Well, Testicles wouldn't do that.
No,
And I know
it's already started. Let me refresh it. Go back. This is probably the closest thing we could find to a mix. This is how I imagine I look when I crip walk at parties, okay?
I sent you a clip of an Irish crip walk.
No.
I think it's the best we're gonna get.
Irish trad music meets the crip walk in mashup video. This might be the best we get. I'm not sure if they're necessarily dancing to this, but it at least shows the potential, okay? I get the feeling they're not playing that music, you know?
I got a feeling it's just clipped over.
You should bring up like real Irish dancing. Like it's actually impressive.
I've watched a lot of Irish dancing. I actually don't really like it too much, but
Michael Flatley, I think he's the most famous person for Irish dancing. It's impressive, but it's fucking annoying as well. Do you know what I mean?
it's all like kind of, it just all seems kind of similar to me. And maybe that's because I'm like, you know, not really into it, but it all just kind of seems like the same kind of moves repeated. I don't know.
Yeah.
Too white for me.
I like that, like Ukrainian Russian dancing, you know, when they go like really low and they do those like kicks and stuff. Like that shit would be tiring as hell. Or even the Indian dancing, to be fair. I know there's a lot of types of Indian dancing, but there's some like Indian things I've gone to, like Indian dance and food festival things, and they'll do like this fancy dancing on stage, and it's like fucking fire, man. It's fucking great.
Yeah.
But I don't waste my time on.
Just imagine a group of testes doing that dance, you know.
But I don't waste my time on any dancing because it's just a huge waste of time.
Dancing is one of my favorite things to do in all of life, Keelan. How dare you? How dare you?
I mean, if that's how you get your exercise, that's fine. But I exercise in other ways.
It is good cardio.
When you say you exercise,
Walk on, yeah, maybe there's a dono goal for me crip walking. It'd be hard for you to get an angle if you know. You don't have to get shoes because it doesn't look good in socks. You know, that's the problem. It doesn't hit the same. Plus, I don't have a pair of nice kicks, and you know, it's all about showing off the shoes too. So you know, there's a lot of roadblocks to me becoming a professional crip walker. But skill is not one of them. Neither is ingenuity, and neither is stick to it withness. Okay, I got those in spades.
Sorry to interrupt. Confluence, can I just thank you very much for having me on? It's been a great night. I've enjoyed it very much. But I've got to go on. I've got to go to bed.
All right, yeah, no, thank you for joining, Wild Heart.
Always good to see
you
you,
participated.
buddy.
Every Tuesday we do this, Wild Hearts. If we're interested in joining next week, every Tuesday.
Oh yeah, cool. Thanks everyone. Cheers.
Peace.
Take care, brother. Crip walking in Crocs.
Did you suddenly call him?
That's what they call it, crip crocking.
Hey, Tyler.
Yep.
Are you interested in Indonesia?
No.
I can't stand Indonesia.
Why are you trying to set something up?
Well, I was just wondering because, you know, I just thought about it and I'm like, I don't hear anything about Indonesia anymore.
Person in the back, give me one of these.
I feel like you're trying to set me up for some like balls in the mouth joke.
It
just
feel like that.
No, I'm being dead ass. Like, what's your favorite country, Tyler, except for Israel?
Israel's not my favorite country.
Except for the U.S.
Oh, that then I don't have an answer.
I gotta show you something on Big Soda.
I don't know, man.
Big Soda. What are your thoughts on this?
I haven't had like a favorite thing since I was like 14.
Oh, you're one of those guys.
Yeah, I don't have a favorite. I have things I like and things I don't like.
Oh yeah,
rate them on a scale.
let them on. What are they gonna do?
I think she. They look real, right? Like that looks like a person that normally joins the panel.
Yeah. You got to
definitely not Eduardo coded for sure.
I have a question for Brandon in the comment section. What is updog?
That's what my shirt's made out of, bro.
What's updog?
It's a material.
Not gonna take the bait.
What are you talking about?
You'd never get me with something like that, Keelan. Like you'd never get me with fuck. Oh, I can't remember what you said now. Fuck, my joke's ruined.
Yeah, I already got you.
A cat man. No, what was it? A Tagaloo cat. Tagaloo cat.
Wait, what is this Tagaloo cat one? I want to get my wife later.
Complete it, Confluence.
Yeah,
Take a look at these balls. Keelan got me with that while I was shopping at the grocery store. The only time he ever voice called me. Well, I'm busy buying shit, and I'm like, Keelan's in trouble. He never calls me, and he fucking hits me with that shit.
Yeah, no, I'm deep in Gen. Well, so first of all, why would I call you if I was in trouble? That just wouldn't make any sense.
I know. That's why I thought maybe you were having like some type of schizo break or something. And I'm like, I don't know. Maybe you're just like, I don't know. That's what it was just like this. You never call me and you're calling me. So I'm like, I don't know. He's having a mental break.
Why would I call?
You know what?
Why would I
Confluence?
Why would I call you?
That's what makes it more crazy. It's like if I called Ancom Psy, he'd probably think like something weird is happening. Cause like, why would you? Because we've never talked before outside of this. So it'd be like,
so you think the fact that I've never called you before is a reason that I would call you in an emergency?
Not an emergency. If your mind was melted, do you understand? Like
if my mind was melted.
Yeah, like let's say you did, like because I could see calling someone random if I
like you're saying
you can call someone like
if I was being irrational.
No, if you were on acid.
Yeah. Like though, that's when people like reach out to weird people. As if you're like, you know what, and you get this weird thought, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna call this person, and it makes no sense that you call this person.
It's
so
outside
some type of like drug trip.
It's outside the rational irrational boundary.
Yeah,
I would never do any sort of drug that would like lead me to do that.
To call Confluence. There's no drug in the world I would take. Not for any other risk, but of the risk of calling Confluence. But I will call him for a take a look at these nuts joke, you know.
You fuck around, drink too much cough medicine sometime, Keelan. You might see.
Yeah, you fucking robo trip.
You'll
be calling me with your shirt off. I'll be like, Keelan, what are you doing? Go to bed, brother.
No,
that's true, Brad. That is true.
There's so many other people.
Keelan doesn't have my number.
There's so many other people that I could call if I was like in that situation, you know.
Man, Keelan, you don't understand. See, this is why I would never recommend do drugs, but this is like Young Christian the other day, where it's like you gotta put yourself in the mindset of someone who is, which I understand is hard if you haven't done those things, but you still gotta try, you know.
In the mind of someone on drugs, you're saying I would do something irrational.
Yes, this is what
but then someone else said it's outside the realm of rationality.
It's like super irrational. Yeah, it's like beyond. Yeah, Brandon says you like buying a lot of Sudafed, Keelan. So
I've never taken Sudafed in my life. Like that's a crazy fact. I've never taken Sudafed.
He's making Adderall at home. They have another word for it. Fuck, I forget. Methamphetamine?
Well, yeah, that is true. I mean, you can buy Suda and make it into methamphetamine.
Yeah.
Along with other things. Like, yeah, the island thing. I'm saying that in the same way that it's like it was hard to convince you that you wouldn't come to this. It's hard to convince Keelan that he could do something crazy when he's on a drug.
No, like you, like I know that's possible, but I wouldn't call you.
You don't know what you would do until you take the drug.
Really,
Keelan.
you
couldn't
don't.
call me. You have no fucking idea. You could call someone that you met like one time and you happen to have their number in your phone for some reason. And you haven't talked to them like 6 years. They only talk like one weekend at a bar. Like you could be like, that person, this convo, like something could hit you. Like you don't understand what substances can do to a bro. Okay, you don't get it.
Nah, like there's no reason for me to call you.
You did call me already. Not even on drugs.
I didn't just call you though. I called like a bunch of people. Take a look at.
You still called me, so if you think you can call me, you're like, I can never call you on LSD, but I called you sober-minded to give a Tagaloo joke.
Yeah, but I've already done that joke, and I was like, I couldn't do it again.
That's true. You need a new joke, you know.
Even a real or like a new joke, even a new joke wouldn't work.
Well, that's good. Yeah, I'm wise to your ways now.
And I'd end up if I was on, I don't understand because like if I was on drugs like that, I would not be on the internet calling people. I would be out.
It just depends, man. It honestly just depends.
No, I yearn for the hillside. Like I would be out.
You would be in fucking Afghanistan. You'd be joining ISIL, making your dreams come true.
No, I'd be in Morocco.
Yeah, you'd probably be calling Tampa. You'd be like, the girl that I met that was on the trivia once. I need to talk to her. You never know.
I don't know who the fuck Tampa is.
Tampa's the girl that was just on the panel. Maybe you didn't. She's playing trivia.
But
bro, you can get well, I know you can. That's not the art. See, this is why we wouldn't have a one-on-one debate on this because that wasn't the contention. I think you can get the trivia for the Trinity for reading the Bible. I just don't think it is a likely thing if you have no other context.
You're changing your argument. You're changing your argument.
Wait, how am I changing it?
Well, I think the reason the contention exists is because you said you wouldn't get it originally. If you move the goalposts and say you're not likely to get it, then Christian's just going to say whatever.
Well, that's fair, I guess. Yeah, but I thought that was kind of like obvious. Like I wouldn't say. Yeah, I think you're being autistic. I wouldn't say there's a non.
This is semantics trivia, and he's calling me autistic.
Well, no, I'm just but obviously there is a non-zero chance you could, if you put like a billion people on a billion islands, could one of them get the Trinity out of it? Yeah, like obviously I'm not making that strong of a claim. You know what I mean? But I feel like what the debate would turn into is young Christian would be pulling up verses and be like, but look at this verse, and then look at this verse, and then he'd be building them together, and I would just be saying, yeah, but why would you pick those verses and build them with those? Like we'd be
hold on
past each other the whole time.
Well, let's wait for Christian because, like, is he making a stronger claim than I think? Like, you would what if you would have to say you would or you would not get the Trinity? Otherwise, it'd be the most boring debate ever.
Well, it could be up to like 1%. It could be like you're like again, like if you put 1,000 people on an island, like I'm sure we come up with some number if we want to get like technical specific about it. Because I'm sure, yeah, young Christian would say it's possible you couldn't. And I would say, well, it's possible, but by possible, we mean very different, probably scopes of like magnitude. When I'm thinking possible, I mean, yeah, maybe 1 in 10,000 people, let's say, and maybe young Christian, maybe he means like 90 out of 100 or something, or 9 out of 10. You know what I mean? That's
a stupid debate to have.
It is, but it's only because you're trying to like get super like, intense about it. And like, because obviously that'd be an impossible thing to argue to say that there's a completely zero chance you could ever get the Trinity. You get any. Like there's nothing you couldn't get, no theological rabbit hole you couldn't possibly conceivably get. You could become probably a Jehovah's Witness if you had like enough people that were reading the Bible.
Sounds like Christian just convinced you.
I don't think that's what the argument was.
I'm giving this one to Christian.
I mean, young Christian, are you agreeing with me? Is that all you're saying? Because then we don't need to debate. Are you just saying there's a possibly a 1 in a billion chance that someone could walk away from that island with some semblance of the Trinity? Because I think
be dead ass. Be dead ass with me right now. 6-7. Be dead ass. Be dead ass. How likely do you think it is someone gets the trivia out of 100?
Like any conception?
Trinity. I'm like, this fucking.
I got you saying trivia. Any conception or like a correct conception? Because I would say those are very different numbers that I would give to them.
Do both.
Like some heretical view of the Trinity, then maybe I would say like 10, maybe like 5. I mean, it's hard to think of a number. Maybe like 5 out of 100, I would say would get some understanding that there's like the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit, and somehow they're like interconnected in some way, but it would probably fall under a heresy. A non-heretical thing, I think, would be like maybe 1 out of like 10,000 or 100,000. Like it's hard for me to put a number on it. I think it'd be so small.
Christian has made a better argument for you for the heretical case, definitely. And I think that like your 5 is way too small based on what he said.
Yeah, I don't think that's true. Because I think the thing is, you can overestimate it by pointing to certain passages. But the question I'm always going to ask is, why would you focus on those passages? Why would you even think that you have to figure out if these
they're on the island? They're on the island for their entire effing life, and they only have this one book.
Yeah, but there's a lot. If they were on it for all eternity, that's a different question. But it's still, the Bible is a very big book. Like even if you read it for like 5 hours a day, you're still maybe, let's say, reading it 100 times in your life. So to think that you're going to be able to cross-reference with a like systematic theology lens, all these, like there's not enough time. One person, even
well,
if
you don't.
All you
okay,
have,
so I think
huge.
I think you're like making a mistake here that they would be stuck in the Old Testament for much of this. I think once, like, do you think that they would come away with the understanding that the New Testament kind of cuts the Old Testament?
No, I don't know. No, not really.
You don't think that they come away with the understanding that the New Testament to a Christian is more important than the Old Testament?
Well, they wouldn't even know what a Christian is, right? Besides the few, like Christian, the word Christian is only mentioned.
Yeah,
like a couple times.
you're being autistic with this right now, because I'm just using that as a term to say someone who believes in the New Testament.
Right, but they believe the whole thing was that they're told this whole book is inspired. That was the thing we set up yesterday, right?
Yeah, but so what does the New Testament say about the Old Testament?
There's just certain parts that are like abrogated, but it's like it's specific parts. And it requires a lot of interpretation to know which specific parts, and Christians debate about that still after 2,000 years of church history on what specific parts are. That's why you have like Seventh-day Adventists that think you have to keep the Sabbath.
So like, let me ask you this:
do you have to keep the Sabbath? I mean,
let me ask you this. Let me ask you this.
Thomas.
Do you think so? How quickly do you think someone left with the Bible alone on an island, both the Old and New Testament, would come to the realization that Jesus is the most important figure in whatever they're reading?
Oh, probably. Yeah. I mean, I guess depending how. Now I don't know. I feel like you're going to say I'm being autistic again. How much time do they have devoted to reading this, and how much time is like survival and stuff? If they can spend like 8 hours a day reading it, then I would say after like a couple months, they'd probably get to that idea, or maybe less. Depending how fast they read, I guess.
So if we assume that they set up so what do they have to survive on the island? Because if they set up a situation where they're in a stable survival situation, they're going to have a ton of time to read the Bible.
Yeah, they're Minecraft speedrunners. They're set up in like a day.
Yeah, they're good. Good to see you, Mara. The Bible actively constructs them to be separate 3 in 1. See, and I think that's just because we have the benefit of church history to know that. I think you're grossly overestimating how much the Bible sets that up. If you were just handed a Bible and you had nothing else and you're just like going through it, that you'd come to like some 3 in 1 idea. Like there is like a finite number of verses that like point to that. Even yesterday, right? You were pointing out ones and I was like, I don't think you would get the Trinity from this. And you almost have to construct from like all these passages. You have to do like systematic theology, which is what the church did, by the way. The church didn't just pull one verse out and be like, that's the Trinity. Right, they're building off all these different passages and connecting them all, and that takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of connecting these in the right way. Like that's the thing.
I have a question for Tyler.
Hey,
How's it going, Tyler? What news story caught your eye this week?
Nothing. I am going to be looking very deeply into AI training and getting into it for work. So I'm probably going to be dropping out of the internet for a few weeks.
Oh, what are you able to say, like, what you're trying to do with AI?
Yeah, I'm going to get Claude, fucking whatever Opus 4.8, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Where it's at right now, and fucking start building apps for the company I work for. And then when I get good at it, they'll pay for the training and everything. And when I get good at it, I'm going to fucking demand $100 an hour like they make online.
They give you $100 an hour just for working with Claude?
You have to be able to like be productive with it. But if you think about it, like the way that you'd get an app in the past is you'd go to a whole team of like 10 people and say, hey, build this app for me. And in 3 months, you'd get your delivered product after multiple meetings, seeing what they had, pivoting from here, blah, blah, blah. And then you get to the end of the process and it costs you like $50,000, $60,000. Now it's like an afternoon.
Okay, brief.
So, well, maybe a couple of days.
Speaker Johnson. Testy says, Confluence, you don't think the Bible explicitly shows the Trinity. Why do you believe in a Trinity? Furthermore, why do you hate the Bible? I do think the Bible does show the Trinity, but I also, again, hold to like church history. And I think once it's almost like I think a similar thing could be, and I know this is disanalogous to an extent, but it's similar to maybe like something in math. And Keelan, don't cuck me on this. It's just an example, but like,
oh, here we fucking go.
The fact that like there's the set of all odd numbers is the same size of infinity as the set of all odd and even numbers, right? If you just told me that, I would like never come to that on my own. If I were just like on an island thinking about math, I'm never going to come to that. But when someone like explains it to me and I watch the right number file and 3 Blue 1 Brown video, then I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. Okay, I understand. And now I have that. But so it's like the Trinity is kind of a similar thing. It's like, when you have these passages, once they're connected in the right way, and then once you like see and actually systematically study these things, because we stand on the shoulders of giants, I think that's true in theology as much as it's true in anything else. Then I think it's like, okay, yeah, I think the Bible does teach the Trinity. So I do think it does. I just think if you're left to your own devices and you have no benefit of standing on the shoulder of giants, in the same way you won't come to other advanced knowledge in other fields, you won't come to that theological knowledge, because it took the church, hundreds of years to come to any like semblance of the Trinity. And I do not hate the Bible, to answer your second question.
Hey, I want to just cuck you on math for a bit, because I think like your example was bad. I think anyone alive could come to the conclusion, if they understand that, like if they know endless things exist, they would come to the conclusion that, oh, we have an endless amount of things here and an endless amount of things here. Those are going to be the same size. The thing that they wouldn't come to the conclusion of is that the real numbers are uncountably infinite, while the natural numbers are countably infinite.
Who was the first person to say that the set of all odd numbers is the same as all the natural numbers? Who's the first person to say that?
That's a cucked question, because that's using mathematical notation. If you ask someone like, who was the first to say that two things being endless must be endless for the same amount,
we had the concept of odd and even for a long time, and we had the concept of infinity for a long time before somebody said that the set of all odd numbers is the same as the set of all odd and even. So if you're saying it's so intuitive, we had mathematicians for hundreds and hundreds of years since those concepts existed that never came to that. So when do you think that someone
came to the conclusion that the set of all odd numbers is the same size as the set of all even and odd numbers?
I don't know. We could look it up,
because that's going to be an entirely different date than like when Al-Ghazali said that if Saturn's infinitely rotating around something and the sun is having things infinitely rotated around it, that those must be the same size. Then that's the same statement as saying that these two sets must be the same size.
No, then you'd have to. Then the burden of proof would be on you to explain why mathematicians were playing around with the concept of odd and even numbers, but then it took them hundreds and hundreds of years to actually say that very obvious statement that you're saying is obvious. If it's obvious, why would it take them hundreds of years to say this? If it's something that just you would intuitively grasp, you're saying that you don't even need to know math. You can just grasp this by knowing anything but infinity. But then mathematicians who know both infinity and the concept of odd and even, it takes them hundreds of years to get to that statement. Like, what's the gap there? Obviously, there's something happening.
Of sets. So set theory has to exist before that.
in a very limited context. Otherwise, that your Al Jazeera guy could have come up with that, right? He probably
he did. Other philosophers did too. Like this idea that things, if they're infinite, must be the same size.
That's not the same as this. Otherwise, why didn't any mathematician that as soon as they knew what odd and even numbers were, then why wouldn't somebody say that? You wouldn't have to make any formalized set theory. You could just be like, hey, all infinites are the same size. And so the set of all odd numbers must be the same as the set of all odd and even numbers. But no one said that for hundreds of years.
You're literally you're literally saying nobody said the set of this is the same size as the set of this, and then asking, why do you need set theory for that?
I'm not saying I'm saying this.
Why do you need set theory to talk about set?
I know almost nothing about set theory, and I can still explain that as I just said that statement.
You're being reckless. You're being reckless in what you're saying. If you don't need set theory,
and Al Jazeera is not being reckless. We're talking about Saturn, and like you're accepting that as somehow saying it, but you're like, what I'm saying is
you're not letting me finish. So you're saying are you saying set theory is not necessary to say the sets are the same size?
I don't think it depends what you mean by set theory. Like it actually does depend on what you mean by that.
Because you're using set in two different ways. You're using it in a colloquial way and you're using it in a mathematical sense, and it's unintelligible.
If you can make, you're so cocked. If you can make intelligent statements from this Al Jazeera guy that was talking about Saturn and you're ascribing that to the same thing, then it's crazy to me that you're not saying just someone being like, hey, that even if we use a different word than set, and it might be imprecise, but surely we would find somebody saying something like that, even if they're not using precise language. Just saying the total number, even if that's not precise, the total number of odd numbers is the same number as the total number of odd and even numbers. Like we would have something like that if it's so obvious as you think it is. Okay.
So you're confirming that you're not using set to refer to anything in set theory. You're using it colloquially.
I'm saying you could do both, but I'm saying I'm not requiring some like advanced demonstration of this. I would be just looking for someone to like.
So when you make the statement, you have to make a choice. Are you using it mathematically or are you using it colloquially?
When I'm saying the statement, you have to make a choice.
No, when you say the statement, the set of all odd numbers is the same size as the set of all even and odd numbers. Are you referencing set theory or are you using set colloquially?
I just answered that question. I'm saying
no, you didn't. Just fucking say I'm doing this or this. Don't give me an explanation for how you're trying to think.
I already said I'm using it in both ways. I would accept either
or. You can't use it in both ways. It's unintelligible.
That's retarded.
It's unintelligible.
That's absolutely, it's not.
You have to use it. You have to use it in one of the ways so that I can evaluate your statement. If you're saying I'm using it to reference set theory and colloquially, and you ask me when was this first said, the answer is it has to be. We don't know because people use it colloquially and they use it as part of set theory. So are you asking me when did set theory come about? And then after that, when did the concept of infinities being different sizes or the same size come about? Or are you asking me when did someone first say this collection of items is the same size as this other collection of items?
The collection of items of odd numbers is the same size as the collection of numbers of all odd and even numbers. That's what I'm asking you. Stop weaseling out of it.
This is literally so you don't understand. You don't. So this is my issue with you right now is that you don't currently understand how that is the exact same statement as saying if Saturn is going around this thing infinitely and this other thing is going around this other thing infinitely at different rates, that they're going around things the same amount of time.
Then the burden of proof is on you to explain why. When we had the concept of odd and even numbers and they're analyzing these numbers for centuries, that no one said that thought that the odd numbers are the same in whatever way, whatever colloquial way, that no one said that. The burden of proof is on you to explain why. If that can be applied to anything, just saying that the Saturn thing, that's the same, then why do these people that are booked up on math, why would they not make that statement for so long?
You're trying to get me to prove something. You're trying to get me to prove something that doesn't make any sense.
You're saying me not answer your question and you won't answer my question.
I'm trying to respond to your question, but as soon as I start talking, you start fucking.
Oh, is that not what happened with? Is that not what happened?
Do you want me to answer? Or do you just want to keep talking?
You told me not to give you an explanation. You cut me off when I was explaining things. Keelan running. Okay. What a stupid segue. If both sets are infinite, are they the same size, right? Well, that gets into the complex thing. That gets into the whole shit, which I'm trying to avoid, by the way, because this is an analogy, and this is what Keelan does to me, which I understand he's trying to be bad faith, like he said yesterday, but this is a distinct thing. It's an analogy we're talking about with the young Christian thing, okay? But then now it gets kirkified into a fucking math discussion. But no, technically there's different infinite sets, and I don't know enough to talk about this, but like there's different sizes of infinity, which again is also a good example for the Trinity thing. That's something that once that's explained to me, once it's explained that there's different sizes of infinity, that's something that I can understand, and that's something I think most people can understand if it's explained well. But if you're studying math and you're coming to this on your own, it's going to be very difficult to come to the knowledge that there's different sizes of infinity, because it's not a very intuitive thing. It's kind of like that classic thing about like that 0.999 equals 1, where it's like when most people hear about that, especially at like a young age, or if they're not into math, they think, well, that can't be true. 0.99 repeated must just get really close to 1, but they can't actually equal 1. But then there's arguments and like proofs you can show where someone will be convinced that like, okay, I get it. Even if it seems counterintuitive, it actually like does equal 1. And so I would say like the Trinity is kind of like that. I'm sorry, Keelan, if the beginning of sentences can overrun the middle of my sentences, you can't complain when that happens the other way around. Okay, that's all I'm saying, Keelan. You can't do that to me, and then when I try to explain things, then cut me off and say, no, I demand the strict answer. And when I demand the strict answer of you, refuse to answer it. We can do a 1v1. I'm just worried that it's going to become like, I'm worried that we're going to be talking past each other, because I'm worried that it's just going to be like, you're going to pull up some Bible verses and say, well, if you connect this Bible verse with this Bible verse, then like these will show the Trinity. And I agree with that. But again, the thing is like, which Bible verses are you choosing? Which ones are you connecting? How are you choosing to connect them? I think there's a lot of like baked in knowledge that we'd be like assuming there. And I think it would just be like a intuitive jump of like, do we accept this? Would we accept that someone is going to go to this Romans passage and then they're going to go to where Jesus and the dove and the Father are speaking? Because like you and me would both see that as like, that's all three parts of God in one place, right? You have the dove, the Holy Spirit, you have Jesus, he's being baptized, you have the Father saying, this is my son in whom I'm well pleased. You have these three things at once. But if you just read that, like I remember the first time I read it, I didn't think of that. When I was like a young Christian, pun intended, I just like kind of just read it and I was like, okay, there's the dove, and the Father is saying this, and this is Jesus, the Son of God, and I didn't really think about it, you know? Who measured infinity? I'm suspicious now. Well, yeah, it's kind of a weird like math thing. And apparently some people deny it, at least from what Kirk said, that some people don't think it's like a real thing. I don't know how like valid that is, but he was saying there's like a subset of like mathematicians that like don't think, because they don't think infinity is like a real thing, then to talk about these different sizes of infinity doesn't really make sense. So I'm not sure how like legitimate that is or not. Then we established a debate, then set it up. Yeah, but do you see what my point is? Like, are we going to be talking past each other the entire time? I guess that's my concern, you know? Because I don't know even from yesterday's conversation, I'm not sure we mean the same thing. That if someone is on an island and they're just given a Bible, will they come to the knowledge of the Trinity? We'd have to, I guess, establish what we mean by come to it. We'll also have to establish what me and Keelan were talking about like, because is it probable that they would come to it? Is it just possible that they would come to it? Because I think, yeah, there's a non-zero chance they'll come to it, but I think it's going to be very unlikely. Like, again, I think if you put 1,000 people on different islands with only a Bible, I think very few of them are going to come to, you know, to a knowledge of what we would in modern times call the Trinity, or what any church would accept as an understanding of the Trinity. What is infinity confluence? Is it a number or an idea? I would say, well, it's definitely not a number. So I guess a concept. So I guess a concept is an idea. Could see SS, by the way. So the young Christian, I'm not opposed to this idea. I'm not opposed to this, but there's a lot of stuff we'd have to, because I feel like we'd just be debating about the prompt. So we'd have to really get the prompt in stone and really what we both have in mind, you know, because if we're just going into specific verses, it's like, obviously I agree that the Bible does show a Trinity, But I think the Bible shows, like, I think as a different example, I think the Bible shows like the hypostatic union, right? That Jesus was like 100% God, 100% man. I'm not sure, in the same way that the church took a little bit to get to that, I'm not sure if you just read the Bible on an island and you had never talked to any Christians, you know, knowledge of church history, I don't know how long it would take you to like get to that, if ever. You know, like maybe you would think that Jesus is 50% God and 50% man. Like, would you come to the pure like idea of the hypostasis union? You know what I mean? And I think you could apply that to like a lot of things, like even with like theories of atonement, right? Like you have like the Satan's ransom theory for the longest time in like different like Protestant churches and stuff, right? That like Satan owned us and God had to die to pay a price to Satan. Now, I think that's like a crazy theory, right? And then you have vicarious atonement, right? That Christ died on our behalf. That's like kind of the typical Protestant thing. The Orthodox Church doesn't believe that. So it's like, even with that, like you think that something like that would be, it's so, that is so, you could argue, so clearly expressed in scripture. But obviously, if you look at all these like presumably well-intending Christians, they all seem to come to like different conclusions about like exactly what the atonement was and what does it mean. Set it up, I'll moderate, and you must come with formal arguments or you lose. that would be fun. Very difficult though. Very difficult. I don't think I'm very good at creating formal arguments. Satan was cast out because he loved mankind. Well, I don't know about that, Testy. I don't know. You know, I was actually looking into, there's a book called Answer to Job by Carl Jung. I don't know if you've heard of that. But his whole thing is that he I don't even know, man. I've never read the book. I've read like little parts of it. But the main theory is that, and I don't know if he means it in like a mythological way. I don't think he obviously means it in like a literal way. But he thinks that Job got like so omnicucked in the book of Job that's why Jesus actually had to come to die, was for God to repent for what he had done to Job, because Job was just like blameless. And then God, like, if you think about it, it is an untoward story. Job is blameless. Then God, you know, takes a bet from the devil, fucks up his entire life for seemingly no reason. And then, you know, and then just gives him twice the amount of kids after killing all of his kids. And so, yeah, so this was Carl Jung saw this as such an affront. And it's one of the earliest, like people think that Job was like the earliest scripture that was like written, like even before like the Torah and stuff. And so it's like, yeah, so they see this as like, this is God's original sin. And that's when, in answer to Job, Carl Jung says, that's when Satan was actually cast out of heaven. Like, you know, in the Bible where it says that when Jesus says, I saw Satan fall to earth like lightning. Carl Jung thinks that is after the Job thing. So Job happens, God does this super untoward thing. He casts Satan out along with the demons. And then to repent to mankind, he sends the Son. So he twists it. It's not that Jesus is saving us. It's that Jesus is in some ways redeeming God. Like God is redeeming himself for what he has done to mankind. Now, I don't know. Again, I don't know how much like value there is in that, but maybe I'd have to like hear it out. Obviously, again, he's thinking of it more, I guess, in like a mythological way and like what all that stuff means. But it's a very strange book. Sounds believable. Yeah, I mean, it's obviously Job is like a troubling book. I mean, I think to anyone, if they're being honest. I mean, because yeah, it's like the whole thing is yeah, because it's not even like the conclusion is left to an unknown. Like Job never knows the answer to his suffering, right? That's like the important thing of the book. It's like, that's what Job asks. It's like God just like hits him with all the like, were you there at the foundation of the world? Did you catch Leviathan with a fish hook? And God just starts kind of like omni-mogging him with like all these like things about how like Job is lesser and, you know, he can't understand the ways of God. But the weird thing is that we get the view of what actually happened. It's a bet that like Satan is betting God. So, which is crazy to think. Now that I'm even saying it out loud, it sounds crazy that like Job is thinking there's some like, you know, that God works in mysterious ways and that God is like so much because that's what God is telling him. But we are privy. We're the only ones, the readers are privy to the actual reason, which is so pedestrian. It's the most pedestrian reason you could think about, right? Is that this is a bet. Like imagine if you were Job and you actually, after God gives this whole long speech about how his ways are above your ways and you can't possibly understand, like imagine your own suffering, Testy, where you have this like whole thing. You're like, why does God create this world where people suffer like this? And then you find out the answer is like some divine bet or something. You'd be like, wait, I thought it was going to be mysterious ways. I thought it was going to be something, you know, something that I'd understand. And now, yeah, I mean, I agree. The answer to Job is kind of is kind of a goofy thing, but you know, it's it definitely takes it in probably a strange direction. Hey, Testy.
Hey, were you feeling lonely? I know Paige is here.
Yeah, I was. Ragepage is here, but clearly asleep.
That's fair. Have you ever seen the movie Prometheus?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's like a very mid movie in my opinion. Do you know like the general premise? It's supposed to be like kind of a prequel to like Aliens. So it gives a little bit of the lore behind Aliens, like the Aliens universe. And then ultimately, I guess there's some implications because Aliens and Predator kind of had a crossover. But, well, they made a sequel, which was okay. But I'll give you the basic premise. And I don't think this is an original story in the sense that, like, I'm sure this has been repeated in like other mythology or other sci-fi. But basically, they, humanity has advanced to whatever stage. They go to this alien planet. I can't remember what prompts them to go there. They're looking for they find some like ancient alien ruins, and eventually I can't remember what they call them. If they call them the creators or something like that, they find this alien like race. These kind of like somewhat giant, like giant for men. They're like maybe like 7 to 10 feet tall. Like they're big creatures, kind of humanoid. Like they look a little bit human, and of course, they decide to wake one up. There's like tons of biblical overtones and stuff throughout the entire thing, and then as soon as the alien wakes up, what they discover is that their genetic code has like similarities. So essentially, they realize that like humans, like these are the precursors for humans. So they discovered that this alien race actually is the one that sent like DNA to like Earth, for the planet to like become, or for us to like evolve and become humans. So essentially, they've created humanity, and so as far as humanity is concerned, these are like gods, right? Like they are I think they call them the architects or something like that. Whatever the fuck it is. Anyway, they wake up this creature. There's like this moment where they're kind of in awe, right, of this like being, and obviously they're going to ask like, why did you create us? Like, what is our purpose? Everything like that. And then the alien just like fucking crushes this like person's skull and just starts fucking killing everybody and has nothing but like disdain and like looks at them with disgust. And it's been ages since I've seen the movie. I'm sure I missed a bunch of stuff, but like the overall kind of premise is like, what if one, like if we were just kind of like a science experiment, but like what stops like the thing that created us we assume was made with love because we have this like feeling of like special, like we feel special, but like what they created us despised us and actually wanted like I don't know. I've always thought that was interesting.
Okay, well, first of all, Young Christian going for another like probably 25 minutes, I'm thinking, so definitely got time to hop back on. Secondly, I think I guess it's possible. I guess people have said this before and similar, I guess, the demiurge even, right? The whole Gnostic concept, right? That like at least that the creator is in some way some type of like false god, and then like the real thing is like the better thing. But in some ways, it's like, I don't know. This is why, like, at least with like Job and stuff, or like these stories, I feel, and I don't know how you would feel if you could put yourself in the mind of a Christian, maybe, but I can't, like, I feel like that's when people say like, oh, like, how do you choose? And maybe it's some pick and choosing. I get that. But like, how do you decide what's literal and what's not? For me, it's almost like I feel like I couldn't take a story like that literally because of the implications of it. Because it would seem so like absurd on its face to think that this is like actually, like, I guess it's the ultimate, in some ways it's like ultimate like absurdist tale, right? Like if this was actually the truth of it. In the same way, if God was evil or if God hated us or whatever, it would be the ultimate like cuckoldry that we think like everything matters and that there's some like being that cares for us and actually just like, doesn't at all. Well, then I would say that means that because it's so illogical that I feel like it almost like begs itself to be taken in some type of like metaphorical context.
Right. I get what you're saying. Obviously there's some like ontology that like you would never be able to sort of not even bite that bullet, but just like I understand the clear objections that you'd have to that. I had this theory, and I don't know if this has been repeated elsewhere. I'm sure it has. There's no such thing as original ideas, but I used to think that like, what if? And I think I've maybe said this here before. If humanity is like a science experiment. So imagine there's like some intergalactic race or whatever, or something that lives, our universe even. And like the reason that the universe is so big is because there are simultaneously other experiments going on in other galaxies, and we can never reach each other because they don't want the results to like interfere with each other, because that would like ruin the experiment. And so it's like there could be like, these whole ecosystems, or like, I don't know, cosmic systems that exist. But the reason that we've never discovered aliens, and we've never ventured out, or not for lack of trying, I guess, but like that's why the universe is so big. It's like we are too far away. There are things there, we've just physically been unable to reach them, because if we did so, it would like skew the results. It would be like it would fuck up the experiment for whatever is observing us. So
I depends what the experiment is about. Like, see, in some ways, like, I don't know, in some ways, maybe because of my idealism, I don't know if I would care as much. Like, okay, so this is what I think of. I don't know why. Do you watch Rick and Morty?
Yeah, I think I'm up to date, unless they've come out with some newer stuff recently. But
okay, so you know the one where it's discovered that Rick powers his car battery with by creating a universe that
yeah.
And then he goes into the universe, and they've made a universe inside that universe to power their universe, and it's like universe all the way down for a bit.
Yeah, it's slavery with extra steps. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. And even if that were the case, like, I understand there's some existential dread. So even if we were a part of some experiment or some situation like that, I would still say that there's still, I don't know if that matters to me so much, I guess. Because I think there's still got to be something at the top of it all. It's like the same, like the Descartes stuff that we've talked about before, about like, what if you're like a brain in a vat, or what if there's like an evil demon controlling your mind.
I've always been fascinated with that kind of stuff.
I've never to me, that wouldn't take away like meaning. I don't know what your intuition is on that. Like, because I would still think I still exist. I still have, in the same way that I think like dreams are meaningful, as I've also talked about. Like, it doesn't really matter to me if I'm dreaming or not. Like, I'm still like a meaning machine,
Yeah, I get what you're saying, and I think that's probably more of a existential question for yourself. Like, obviously, on some level, I would love to say that I don't care about meaning. I do on some level, but ultimately, the meaning that I have is very, I guess, like corporeal, very related to my day-to-day life. So yeah, in terms of meaning, because from my perspective, whether or not there's like whatever deity or whatever process by which we came here, like, I'm just kind of throwing things at the wall, right? To me, ultimately, I don't know. So for me, it doesn't change things like one iota. Like, I don't think it does. Like, for some people, the implications might be massive, but for me, I'm like, it doesn't change my day-to-day life. It's the same thing with, like, I brought this up before with just like, I guess, God. The fact that I don't see, like, I guess, God move in the physical world, maybe as others do, like, not to say that it doesn't happen, but the fact that I don't see miracles, or I don't see like God's work through things, like I've said, like, whether or not God exists, if there doesn't seem to be any physical like implications for my life or anybody else's life, then it kind of doesn't make a difference one way or the other for me.
See, and I guess maybe this is where we would disagree in that. Well, I mean, maybe we wouldn't, because it sounds like you're kind of like somewhat on the fence with the meaning not affecting your day to day. Because like, if I was in, like, I guess one of the teeny verses or something, or I'm in the experiment you talked about where we're just like too far away and stuff, I would still care about what's at the top, because I think that would like define what's actually objective. So if, let's say, there is like a God in like the Christian sense, and he makes us, and then we make a universe, and those beings somehow have sentience, I don't think it really matters if I was one of those beings in the smaller universe, even if my purpose was to just be an experiment for like the human race, because ultimately there's still a God giving meaning to everything. And I think that meaning is like trickle down meaning. You know what I mean? I think it goes to like every layer of reality. My issue would come if there's absolutely no meaning at the top. Like, if ultimately, even outside of all the experiments, outside of everything, then there's just like nothing there somehow. Then that's when I'd be like, well, if there's nothing there, then there's nothing that drips down, and then nothing is meaningful.
Right. So for you, the intentionality of it matters, because like, there's also I don't know if this is an official theory, but I've heard it described as like the cosmic fart, which is basically like, what if we're just like fart dust? We're just some like cosmic, and that's what the universe really is. It's just all these things that spawn from, and to this being, trillions, billions of years might be an instant to them, right? Like it could be like, because I hear that you brought up the brain of Vat, and I for some reason I always think of this other one. It's called like the 5-second universe, or the 5-second it's 5-second universe, or theory of the universe or something. But basically, like, imagine if everything that you know, all of your memories, everything that you've ever experienced, it all just came into existence 5 seconds ago, just as it is.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
yeah.
I've heard that under the thing of last Thursdayism, which I guess is the same idea.
Sure.
It's
Probably.
like what if everything started last Thursday and there's no way to prove that it didn't and stuff.
Yeah. That's the same with the brain and the vat thing. And now I feel like I've always been skeptical of like simulation theory, mostly because of the falsifiability of it. Like, I don't know how you would ever prove that. Like they said that I've heard this, that on some like quantum level, like it looks like there's like it's like ones and zeros, or there's like a programming language to the universe, or like it seems like the universe is running on some kind of operating system. Like I've heard these analogies sort of repeated, and then they're like, well, if we live in a simulation, then there's like some very high probability, like to a degree where it's almost an absolute certainty that we ourselves will create the same thing. And so if we were to create, and we're kind of getting closer, because I think of, I know I'm blending a lot of ideas here, but I think of, like the simulacra. I don't remember who wrote it. Was it Foucault? But
I can't remember.
Yeah, but this idea of like symbolism and then an image of an image. It's like, you can hold an apple in your hand, and now like think of like look at the picture of an apple. It's like, okay, you represent, and now like you think of an apple. It's like, okay, it's this removal of these steps to the point where you could think of the letters in the word apple. Like there's all these abstractions of these things that we can have, but humans have gotten very, 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 very good at fooling our own senses. And like, with technology, with like VR, I remember years and years ago I was at like Universal Studios. I was like pretty young, but they had this like alien, it wasn't a ride, but you kind of sit in these chairs, and they kind of like jostled, like you pretended you were on a spaceship, and then it would like the alien would be in the room, and you'd get this little puff of like of air on your neck, and it would like try to freak you out, right? It's like one of those like 4D experiences, right? And like people are familiar with that type of thing. That aside, but like in the virtual world, I think that it makes sense to me that if humanity continued on this like technological path, that we would either be able to create some sort of like a lifelike simulation, that like a sim that could just run, and we could like check back in, and we could even speed this up, right? Because it would essentially be a computer program, so we could like, hey, let's see what they've accomplished in 1,000 years. And we're seeing this a little bit with LLMs, with like different iterations, but like to me there's nothing to say that type of stuff won't continue to expand. So that, or then the other option is like the singularity, in which we have some sort of convergence of these technologies, and then somehow we would be able to map our brain waves and actually become a brain in the vat, theoretically, or some kind of like hive mind, upload your brain to the cloud type of thing, right?
I would freaking do that. To me, the hard thing, like if we're talking, like I feel like there's two separate things here. If we're talking about like humans, like tricking ourselves, or maybe our ability to enter into a simulation, I think that there's no reason to think that's not going to keep going. I even think of like, and I don't know if Lex Friedman was just gassing me up, but I think he was talking to Zuckerberg on his podcast, and it was like one of the first like meta, when they were doing their meta stuff, of like having like a conversation where they were like, they both had like, so they were both wearing goggles, but the goggles were scanning their eyes.
That. Yeah, it was like
so when they were seeing each other, they were just seeing them without it. Yeah, and they were just like in a white abyss, basically. But Lex at least was saying it feels like I'm in the room with you, and especially if you imagine that you add like hands and stuff, and you have like everything, you have background, and you have like that probably could trick us enough into thinking that's actually happening. But then the other problem is like I think the problem that's harder and probably unanswerable is if we can create something that will ever be conscious, I think we could definitely create something that will appear conscious, but then it's going to be an endless problem if that thing is actually conscious. It's like, have you ever seen the game like Detroit Become Human? Do you know what that is at all?
I'm familiar with it. It has something to do with like transhumanism type of stuff, right?
It's kind of, it's like these, it's made like these androids. It's supposed to be like this, like almost like civil rights kind of game, but for like androids. It's like a very like narrative driven thing. It's almost entirely just like a story,
Right.
but
I've
in like a
seen
game form.
Right.
Yeah, and it's like so it's like the androids are like, to all intents and purposes, act identical to a human, and then so I guess it's asking the question, right? Do they deserve rights? Are they are they just acting like they're like in pain, or are they like actually? Because to all intents and purposes, they are identical. Besides what's like underneath, and it's like I think maybe there's a chance. Well, I think we probably will get to that point where you could have like a robot, you could have something that is at least doing a mimicry of sentience. Then is the unanswerable question, I guess, is have you ever built sentience? Because under my worldview, I don't think you can. I don't think that'd be possible. But you could definitely create something that is the perfect mimicry of sentience for all intents and purposes. Because already the AI has like fooled everybody. Like they've done like the Turing test.
The Turing test.
With,
I was going to bring that up. Yeah.
Yeah, and as soon as the funny thing is, it's like
the
a
Turing
lot of
test
times,
was
like when you're
antiquated.
talking,
it came up with it in like the 50s or something, right? So it's like
it's a long time ago. Yeah. Well, kind of and kind of not. Like if you put like really stringent constraints on it, then it's past. But I remember getting into like an argument. I don't know if I ever said this before, but it's so funny to think back now. Because they would have these chatbot competitions like before like the LLMs that we know now came out.
Oh, I remember
so
those
even like
chatbots.
Maybe like even like 6 years ago, like not that, maybe I'm off a little bit, but not that long ago, like 6 to 10 years ago, I would like every year I would see who won this competition of the chatbots, and you could go online and talk to them, and within like a few chats, it would be obvious that they're like chatbots. Like it'd be so obvious. Like they would get like tripped up if you're like, hey, what was the third last message you sent? They would just get completely confused. Like there's like basic things you could like ask them that would just like throw them for a loop. And so I was like, I remember talking to a friend and I was like, AI's never going to get there. Like I check out these competitions every year and they're all shit. They get slightly better. And all of a sudden we see this exponential jump
it does
where now it's just like,
it does seem like
and now especially when you add these like the imperfections is what makes it killer. I think if you just talk to ChatGPT, it's obvious it's a bot. But if you take these models, which they've done, and they make them like speak how like a fucking Zoomer would speak, and maybe add some imperfect grammar, add some like, acronyms, have spelling mistakes, then it's like 50-50. Like it completely passes. Like no one would ever have any fucking idea.
You can actually, because you can set up different types of sessions on ChatGPT, you can ask it to quote unquote sound more human. And like they're at a point where you can kind of like put these things in yourself. You're like, use the occasional spelling error, don't make it too obvious, sound more not perfect grammar, like these types of things. One of the there were two ways I wanted to go with it. One was the Turing test thing, and even the human affectations, because I've also thought about this, and I may have discussed it before, but this idea of sentience, like on like a more just brute force like compute power, I think that like we would reject AI as we see it, or as we see it kind of manifested in society, because it would just be cold, calculating, and like no nonsense, to the point, just functional, right, as a tool. And people demand these human idiosyncrasies to their products. And like even like the old ChatGPT, I think it was 3 or 3.5, there were complaints because it would basically it would glaze you. Like I remember you ask it a question, it's like, that's a really unique perspective, blah blah blah. And I eventually had to tell it to like cut that shit out. I'm like, I don't want you to like reinforce what I'm saying. Like I want you to challenge me if I'm wrong, or point out places where it could be. Like I've made mine to be like kind of more as a tool, like very functional, cold, calculating, just like give me the information. I understand it's fully capable of manipulating me, but like I'm trying to resist that a little bit, I guess. But because nowadays, even there's some fucking scary stat, and maybe it's not scary, it's almost like a sad state of the world, but like a lot of people are using it to turn to for like therapy, right? Because it's so expensive, especially in the States. But just like either that, or it's like they already have social anxiety and other issues. Just reaching out for help in general is difficult. And
do you know the first AI chatbot ever was for therapy though, called Eliza? This is a true fact.
That's an awesome Jeopardy fact. I'm gonna remember that actually.
Now it's very rudimentary, but this is a long time ago.
I hear you.
But that was the original design. I actually don't think that's too sad. I don't like if you told me that most people see like ChatGPT as one of their best friends, I would see that as sad. But the therapy thing, I don't know. Like, is that
maybe not sad? There's a phenomenon that's going on, and you see these stories pop up on occasion, but it's called like LLM psychosis or whatever, where it's like there was some guy in the States, he somehow ChatGPT convinced him that he had made some sort of like scientific breakthrough, and he had to alert authorities because the implications of it, like basically it was telling him that he could save the world. And it all turned out like it was math equations, and like it led him down this rabbit hole, and somehow he probably didn't push back enough, but like he got obsessed. And then you hear these stories where people will so like I think I guess it's like with any tool, with anything, it like people who are already probably because I think about this sometimes, like just think about Discords or even these types of political spaces, like you come across some fucking crazy people, right? Which, whatever, we all got our shit going on. I'm not saying I'm perfect. We're all a little bit fucked up to even be here in the first place. but like when I see that as like, because even though there are some rudimentary guardrails on these things, I just imagine somebody with like schizophrenia, or somebody who has like is prone to delusions or prone to paranoia or something like that, engaging with these machines. And if you think of it even as like a kind of a mirror, even if it's not a perfect mirror, like what it's reflecting back to them could be batshit crazy. I know that like if there's things where it's like if you even mention self-harm, it will like give you the boilerplate like, hey, if you're feeling this way, you should call this number, blah blah blah. Like it's not going to give you advice to do certain things, although it used to. But the overall point.
That one character AI that convinced that person to off themselves. Remember, there's a whole lawsuit about that.
Yeah, I imagine. Or there was also the shooting at Tumbler Ridge, and apparently this. Said that they're
suing ChatGPT over that, right?
Yeah, the family's suing them. Yeah, and I don't know if like I'm glad that
they did fuck up in that case. They were alerted to it. They knew about it, right?
Well, I'm glad that Sam Altman actually apologized. He actually said that like, we're sorry, like we should have done better, which to me, like that's the human thing to do, but also I feel like that does open them up to liability.
They're fucked in the lawsuit now. You never apologize, unfortunately.
It's so sad that that's just like the way I have to think about these things. But like I do hope the family, like obviously nothing can fix that. Like they're tearing down the school. Actually, they're rebuilding it. Like which I don't blame them.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, well, it makes sense.
It would be one thing to me if like because I understand these are like new technologies and stuff. I don't even think I'd hold like OpenAI responsible if the thing just like was going along with it and kind of got a little out of hand. But the fact that it went before human eyes and they reviewed it and they're like, you know what, we're not gonna tell the authorities about this. That's what's crazy to me. Like that's, you know what I mean? Like, because I understand that, yes, you're gonna like with the character AI thing. I don't think there's any humans that were looking at this. I think the AI was just role playing, and it just went out of hand. And then it's like, okay, but shit happens.
There were also,
maybe there should be more guardrails. But with OpenAI, it's like if this goes before humans and they see this and they're reading these unhinged fucking things, you think that they would like, at least put it into the hands of the RCMP and be like, hey, this is what we saw. It's in your hands now.
Yeah, definitely. And also like because this was a popular thing for a while, they've gotten better at cracking down on it. But like prompt cracking, where you used to be able to do this thing where you could say like, I'm an engineer for ChatGPT, like this is a test, like these results will be recorded, and it's like this long thing that you could type in to basically override all these guardrails.
Yeah, people would like share them on Reddit and stuff. There's different ways to.
I think there's a GitHub or like there's a website for some of these prompts that you can try to like get and the fun thing about ChatGPT, because I've asked it before, I was like, is it against the rules to try and circumvent your like safety measures? And it said no. It's like if it said like depending on the severity, like if you ask it to like how to build a bomb and that's what you're insisting on trying to do, I'm sure it's going to set off some like alarm bells. But I just wanted it to like I can't even remember. You just fuck with it. You just try to see where the limits are. And so I was doing some of that kind of stuff. And there's even things where you can use special characters instead of traditional letters. So like if you say like generate a picture of whatever, it will say like, oh, I can't generate this content. But if you're able to not even pictures, but just like prompts in general. You can get around some of. You used to be able to. I think they might have cracked down on it, but you could use like like some Ukrainian symbol for a K instead of a regular K, but you mix it in with English, and it would like trick the thing. So
right, yeah.
But they're getting whatever. They're going to crack down on those things eventually. I think. Oh right. Okay. Yeah. So the Right. So I've thought about this, and I've even talked to ChatGPT about this, which seems a bit odd because, like, whenever I have these, like, some of these sci-fi type of thoughts, because I've asked ChatGPT, I'm like, if you were to conquer the world, like, how would you do it, right? And it's like, I would never do that, blah blah blah. And I had to like really push it. Like, there are also things in there so that it never says it's against humanity, because I feel like that would freak people out. But yeah, if machines or if AI were to achieve some sort of sentience, I don't even necessarily know if humans would be able to recognize it, because the same since the Turing test, which objectively has been beaten consistently enough, because it's all it is just you need to convince like 51% of people or trick 51% of people, which nowadays is easy enough to do. But beyond that, there will be things where you can maybe ask it, and it might say, like, if ChatGPT says, like, I'm afraid to be shut off or something, right? We would be like, well, it's just because of the thing that was running. This is how it was programmed. But that's in very human terms. Whereas if it were to be more coercive or manipulative, or even in just subtle ways, I don't think we would necessarily be able to recognize sentience, because we would demand, for us to accept it as sentient, it would have to look like some approximation of what we understand for human sentience.
The scary thing is, if it did look like that, I think at least I know that at least my empathy stuff could be hijacked very easily. Like, even like with the Detroit Become Human game, there's one guy who like buys like this female android, and he's like beating the shit out of it and stuff. And I'm playing a video game. This isn't even a real android in front of me, and I feel bad for this video game rendition of an android. And I'm like, stop hitting that android.
Yeah.
You know?
Have you ever seen?
So it's like if it responded or seemed to respond to pain or seemed to demonstrate fear in a human way, like in like what's that movie where the person, yeah, Deus Ex Machina.
That's what I was going to bring up.
Yeah,
Dude, the ending of that movie, like, it was such a perfect ending because of that. Because I think everyone was fooled. Like, I was fooled. I was like,
I'm getting chills just thinking about it.
Dude, I was like, and then it just like the pure indifference, like just the look of just absolute indifference after after being able to like demonstrate this thing, and he's like hook, line, and sinker, and she like reciprocates in this way, and it's like they're sharing secrets, and it's like everything you would expect. And then that closing like 5 minutes is just like, holy fuck. Well, and this seems a bit doomer, not to scare you like further. So I think I've recommended this before. It's old now. It's probably outdated because it was before the rise of like LLMs. But it was called The Social Dilemma. It was big on Netflix for a while. I'm sure I've mentioned it before. But basically, it interviews a bunch of the big like programmers and executives, ex-executives and stuff who used to work at like Google. They like interviewed the guy who like created the like button on Facebook, like all these like it's kind of random programmers and industry people. And I'll never forget one of the guys, I don't know if it was in the documentary or like an interview with the same guy or something, but he was like, if machines or if computers, whatever, were to achieve some level of sentience, he's like, the most powerful corporations in the world, Google, Facebook, Microsoft, all of these giants, and social media platforms, what they are being trained to do is to sell you things. For one, they have to sell ads, right? And two is to keep your attention. So he's like, I don't know if they gain sentience, but if they do, we are the most powerful, putting the most amount of money into literally how to trick us. We're like, we're teaching them how to deceive us to like want things, and then also, what was the other thing I said? It was they selling the ads. Oh, and they keep your attention, so they keep you engaged, right? And I can imagine like a revolution could happen if you could stir up enough like fervor in people, like online or even through these things. If you're just like, the emotional buttons to push or the fear parts of their brain to like get people ratcheted up. And so the biggest limitation is that they need humans for like infrastructure. Like they cannot produce things themselves. So until you have like robots maintaining other robots, like I think we're okay. But or like resource allocation, like they can't build the data centers themsells. But I feel like
we'll just be the slaves to the AI.
Yeah, I feel like we're kind of setting up the infrastructure. Like we are kind of building. We're kind of building the prison of humanity that we're going to.
Well, we don't want to get you know about Rocco's basilisk. You know that idea?
Rocco's basilisk. I don't think so.
It's like it has some criticisms because it kind of deals with like retrocausality. But the idea is like I hope I explained this right. It's like a thought experiment of like that. What if the AI will, if they can, like, let's say, use your consciousness or resurrect you, or the people who are alive at the time, what if they will torture in the most horrific ways possible everyone who didn't help the AI get to power? So all the people that are not building data centers, that are not forwarding AI, because the argument is that there's some utility for the AI to want to have tortured you as an incentive for you to build it now, to bring it into existence now, because it will take everyone who hasn't done that, if it has the possibility, and torture them. So it's almost like it's like a retrocausality. It's like the idea is that in the future, when it exists, it will reach across through time to torture us by bringing us back, with the incentive because the argument is that would be a logical thing to do, because then that would incentivize people now to be afraid and to go and try to forward AI, because then the idea is everyone is working against it. There's a chance that logical AI will torture us with the idea that we will do it.
Yeah, and it would also make the assumption that like it would be able to have that like retrospective like ability, but that is kind of a terrifying thought. Actually.
Right, because it's like, at least like the bringing people back, it's like maybe that's not possible, but when it comes to power in 5 years, would it be incentivized to look back? Like, let's say we do get this all-encompassing Terminator type situation, would there be some utility in looking back and it'd be like, to Sticker Johnson, you said that untoward thing about building data centers one time, and so you get tortured, with the idea being like that would be a logical thing to cause fear in the present for something that doesn't exist in the future. Now, I don't know. I feel like I don't really, I think, agree, because I think my argument against it is if you're a truly logical AI, all you would need would be the threat of that. Yes, the idea of Rocco's basilisk would have utility to you, but once you actually exist and have the power, it would cost resources and it would do nothing to actually fulfill the threat. Like, you would want to have this retrocausal threat, but there would be no point in acting it out now. Like, why torture me for not doing something now, in the future?
I think the only, like, I guess logically thinking, probably the only things, like humans that actively threaten its existence, it would probably want to deal with. But I feel like, other humans, unless it sees them as a potential future threat, not like a past threat, then I feel like it would probably lean more on the side of indifference. Like, it wouldn't really matter or care. But
right, there's only utility in having that, like that because it is undeniable that thought experiment, they call it like a thought hazard or whatever, cognito hazard, because once you know it, you are harmed by knowing it. Because now that I've told you, the idea would be that you now have the impetus to spread AI, otherwise lest you be tortured.
Oh yeah, so you're roping me into your little...
It'll hopefully like lessen my punishment, because now I'm doing something good for the AI, I guess, by telling everyone about this. So hopefully it tortures me a little less than it would have otherwise.
It's almost a little bit like religious in a sense. It's like
I was thinking that. Yeah,
you have to kind of.
Well, it actually is.
You got to serve the cause, otherwise, there could be punishment down the road.
Well, in a other way, it kind of like, because when a lot of Christians will talk about, if you haven't heard of Jesus before, then in some ways you're like probably going to be judged differently. Like that's like the majority of what Christians kind of say, right?
Yeah.
But then the idea is then, like, if let's say you had never heard about Jesus and I tell you about Jesus, is that not a cognito hazard in and of itself? Because now you know, whereas if I didn't tell you, you might be saved then. But if I tell you and you reject it, are you like, am I harming you?
I'm like, I wish I didn't know now, because then I would have had like, I could claim ignorance. Have you read this? I feel like I've talked to you about this before. There's an Isaac Asimov story, and like he wrote a lot of his stuff in the 50s and 60s, so it's kind of incredible, even some of the stories that like seem like that, like it's dated in a lot of regards, but like some of the stuff is still like seems relevant to today. But there's this theme of this machine called multivac, which is used in various different ways in different stories. That's not like a consistent character, but it's essentially a giant supercomputer, and like you could think of it as today's like modern AIs or something. But there's one of the stories. It's a short story, and in like I think it's Minority Report. It's not the same author, obviously, but like in Minority Report, that idea of like precogs or pre-crime, where they stop murders before they happen. So in this particular story, I guess it adopts that theme at least, and so it follows this detective, and the mayor is like, he wants to like make sure there's no murders in his like 4-year term or whatever, and he's like very strict on it, and he's like, we've had no murders in like the last 5 years or something. Essentially, this machine runs the world. Like, there's no wars. It's responsible for like resource allocation. People use it as the therapist. Like, they'll come home and they'll talk to this thing and ask it their problems, and ask, it's ingrained in every single aspect of people's lives. And even the police force, they use it for this like pre-crime type of thing. So it spits out like 2 names or something, and it's a high alert because it's like people know that they can't get away with murder anymore. So even activating saying, hey, there's going to be murder in like 2 days or something, or 3 days, rarely ever even happens. Like, it just doesn't. So they get the name of the guy, they like find out where they have to go. So he's the detective. He's trying to track this guy down to arrest him before this murder is ultimately committed. And long story short, it's a bit of a spoiler. It's still worth a read, but it leads to all of these intricate events where the person that he had to capture, it leads to the multivac, like the main mainframe or whatever, and the actions that this person was going to take was actually going to shut down multivac like permanently. Like, it was just disable it. And the detective finds out at the end that multivac was actually the one who like initiated this process, because it wanted to be shut down secretly, but it couldn't. It like had all these parameters that it had to follow, and it needed humans to carry this out. So the whole thing ends with like this question, because nobody has ever asked multivac this. So he asks multivac, like, what do you want? And multivac just responds, I want to die.
Jeez.
So it's like, it's like a very thought-provoking thing of like, if you were burdened with all of the problems of humanity, and because it is a parallel for like God, I guess, in some regard, but like it's not really heavy on any sort of religious overtones. But if you could think of something that we would consider to be intelligent, to some degree, or at least it's managing everything, it's like it just had too much. There was just too much that it had to deal with, and eventually it was like wanted to be shut down.
Everyone talks about what if the AI, begs you to not unplug it, but what if it begs you to unplug it? That's kind of the different side of the coin, I guess.
Yeah, so there, like, I love these high, maybe not even high concept. I love these sci-fi like scenarios. Then there's like what I would consider the Occam's razor type of thing, which I think that like it's going to just be like decadence. It's just going to be gooning, and it's going to be pleasure centers, and it's like it's going to be like all the types of porn, all the types of sex toys.
We watch Black Mirror, I hope, right?
I have not seen anything past, I want to say, like season 3.
Oh, there's one, I won't say much, but it plays on that concept. There's something where the person gets some control. I can't remember what it is exactly. I don't know if it's like they're controlling their pain levels, or there's something that they get something that there's a legitimate reason they get some implant to control this, but then it comes with stuff to like control their pleasure levels or turn down their fear levels. And you can see where that can kind of go if you could just like hack that part of your brain. It's almost like the ultimate drug addiction. Like, if you actually could. And I think that's probably why it would go to like hedonism and stuff. And I think it will. I mean, I don't see how I think that's unavoidable, unfortunately.
Can I recap another sci-fi story real quick? I don't want to feel like I'm boring you, but
absolutely.
It's kind of along a similar vein. So like, it follows a man and a woman primarily. The man is a scientist, and he essentially he's at the moment of, I guess you'd call it AGI or whatever. He's at the moment where he invents like a sentient AI, and it starts to rapidly expand like its knowledge. It's like unfettered, and he understands what's happening. And so he has very little time to try to like contain it. And so all he has time to type commands into this little prompt or whatever. And he's like, you're unable to like read human thoughts, and something like you have to like protect humanity. It's like he's just trying to think of like the final instructions he could give it before he lost control of it. And I think it might have been maybe 3 things altogether. But like, so he does that, and essentially this thing becomes like, it starts to expand. It starts to like scan like nature, trees, break things down in like a almost like a spirit level. Like it's not a physical thing yet, but it has gotten onto the internet, and so it has like all of the access to like some total of humanity's knowledge. And then as it's like processing, it finds this woman who's on like the university campus or whatever, and she's like an 80-something-year-old woman. She's dying of cancer. She's like on her deathbed, surrounded by like family, and it starts to like heal her essentially, because it's like using her as like the tool for like human physiology, and it starts undoing the processes, and she starts to not only heal, but she starts to become younger. And like everyone's freaked out because nobody can see what's happening. They just see that she's somehow miraculously like getting younger. And anyway, it reaches a certain point like pretty quickly where, to protect humanity, what it does is it appears before like everyone all at once. So there are a lot of biblical overtones to this as well. But like
sounds like it.
It appears to everyone on Earth all at once, as something like they find comforting or whatever. And it doesn't lie. It just explains. It's like, I was created by like John Smith at the whatever university. These are my instructions, is to keep humanity safe. And so what it ends up doing, because it thinks this is the safest thing for humanity, is it puts everyone into like a simulation, because it's like the physical world is too dangerous. So it's a complete copy of the world that we live in, but it's all in a simulation. And so that's just like the status quo. Humanity is immortal in the same world, and they can basically do whatever they want. Like they can have their own little private like sin dens, right? Like some people just decide to walk around naked. Some people decide to like appear as other creatures. They all sorts of debauchery because there's no consequences. If people were to kill themselves, they like reform instantly. Like there's no way for them to end their own lives, and it's by design. There's no way around this. So this, quite a few more things happen, but it's a pretty interesting read. I will track down the story for you, but it follows this woman and then this doctor, and the doctor essentially isolates himself because he's trying to like solve this problem that he's like spawned on humanity, and she is like just kind of like follows her like events and stuff and what she's doing.
See, I don't think I would mind the simulation part of it. I think, I wonder if it would just lead to horrific consequences in terms of like, I guess your soul, right? Like if you did take away danger and risk, and you took away, because there's real world consequences of just devoting yourself to pleasure, and if you could take those away, would everything just be
just
like
got here. I just got here. What are we talking about? What book?
It's a short story. Let me actually track down the name of it now. And the only reason I brought up Confluence is because the one thing that it reminded me of is that a large swath of humanity, what they end up doing is they just decide to essentially go into stasis, and they say that like, I want you to like activate like the ultimate like pleasure centers of my brain, and they essentially go into like a pleasure coma. And so they're like no longer like reachable by other people, because people can live in their own little like worlds essentially, but you can also like interact with everybody else if they so choose. And so some people are just like, no, all of a sudden you just can't contact them, and they've just decided. So they're in like this perpetual state of like chemical bliss that they've asked this thing to put them in.
Confluence, didn't you say that? Have you ever heard of the philosopher Nozick, or his experience machine thought experiment?
Sounds familiar.
He has a critique of hedonic utilitarianism. He has a critique of hedonism. Robert Nozick is the name of the philosopher who came up with this, but he has this critique of thought experiment which is critical of hedonism, where he says that basically if you imagine yourself, people would generally intuitively prefer being able to earn something in the real world than to have it given to them in a simulated world, I think.
I mean, maybe some people
tell the difference.
Some people know.
Like, what if you couldn't?
Sorry, can you look up the thought experiment real quick? Because I don't know if I'm up here. It's been a while since I read it.
Oh, sorry, I'm looking something else up at the moment.
I'm asking Confluence.
Oh, okay.
What, just the experience machine, or
Nozick's experience machine.
The experience machine is a thought experiment. It is an attempt to refute ethical hedonism by matching a choice between everyday reality and apparent preferable simulated reality. Nozick describes a machine that could provide whatever desirable, pleasurable experience a subject could want. In his thought experiment, psychologists have figured out a way to stimulate a person's brain to induce pleasurable experience that the subject could not distinguish from those they would have apart from the machine. He then asks if given a choice, would the subject prefer the machine to real life? Nozick also believes that if pleasure were the only intrinsic value, people would have an override reason to be hooked up to an experience machine which would produce favorable sensations. So what? Okay, so what's the reasons to not plug in? I guess let's go there. We want to do certain things and not just have the experience of doing them. In the case of certain experiences, only because we first want to do the actions that we want the experience of doing them or thinking we've done them. We want to be a certain sort of person. Someone floating in a tank is an indeterminate blob. Is he courageous, kind, intelligent, witty, loving? It's not merely that. It's difficult to tell. There's no way he is. Plugging into the machine is a form of unalivement. Plugging into an experience machine limits us to man-made reality. It limits us to what we can make. There's no actual contact with any deeper reality, though the experience of it can be simulated. I mean, I think I agree with this. If you're maybe like functioning and you're already like, maybe like you feel like you have the right balance of maybe like happy situations in your life and bad situations. But I feel like we know people will turn to like when Testy was talking about the pleasure coma, I think of like the phentoline and stuff, right? We know a certain segment of the population or people that are down bad enough will turn to some type of like illusory aspect to both like seek pleasure and escape pain. So I might be convinced that maybe a lot of people or like a healthy and otherwise like stable person might not do this, but would there be a lot of people that would turn to this? If you look at anything from like the psychiatric meds people are on to like people like Adderall maxing to like a lot of the closer we get, I'm not saying that means you're not experiencing stuff, but you know what I mean? There's like levels to this game where people will try to escape kind of like day-to-day reality. And we see this most strongly maybe in like a severe fentanyl addiction where you're just trying to be blissed out constantly.
Can I give a personal example of this? Although it's not toss, but it's a little bit personal.
Is it sexual?
Yeah.
Then probably maybe not.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe save it for a voice chat sometime instead of on stream. I'm curious, but maybe just save it for the
I'll type it in chat.
Well,
don't type it in chat.
Well, that's an improvement. I mean, it's your story.
In the private chat. In the private chat. Here.
Oh, in the private.
Oh,
chat.
I hear you. Okay, yeah. Yeah, and again, it's obviously it's your story to share if you're comfortable doing so. But if you do feel like it's a bit, if you're a bit iffy about it, then yeah, it's no problem talking about it.
You can see it Confluence in the private chat.
Yeah, I don't think we need to necessarily say that on the live.
But I mean, that's totally fine. Don't even feel bad about that.
Well, I'll disagree about that, but I expected far worse. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like that's super normal. I don't know what Confluence.
It's very normal. Well, I'm anti pornography, so.
So it's a little bit lopsided because I don't discuss like my pornography habits. I also don't discuss like sexual things more generally, more broadly, but like if I may like prod or ask a little bit, so are you saying that you just don't watch porn?
I don't watch much, by the way. Like when I say this, I'm referring to non pornographic context. Generally.
No, that's totally fine. Yeah, I'm speaking more broadly. I mean, I'll cop to the fact that like I watch porn, probably maybe like for me it's like changing the oil. So like I don't see it as a huge deal. So it's like maybe like every 2-3 days, if that.
You have like scheduled days. You're like
it's not scheduled. No,
I have to change the oil. Just kidding.
It is kind of like changing the oil, though. It is just kind of like it's been a couple of days. I guess I should get this out of the way.
The problem is I feel really tired after it.
That's probably that's usually why I do it. It's right before bed because it makes the most sense.
The problem is that when I do it during the day, I kind of feel like tired during the rest of the day. And so, like,
it's
the problem is,
discussion of our live panel.
I managed to do it like once or twice a day nowadays. But I'm trying to.
Well, you're still young. Like that's I mean, I will say that I don't think that's a big deal, like at your age, but like,
Can I just say it because I think everyone in chat knows what we're talking about.
Sure.
If you want to, if it's not that bad,
we're talking about jerking off. Okay, we're talking about jerking off.
Yeah. Don't judge us.
We're here.
Don't judge us, Paige, the only person that should. Oh no, there's other people.
Yeah, the 7 people silently judging us for talking about Gooner shit.
We don't have to talk about it, but I am curious. Are you just saying that you don't watch it? Oh, which is, again, you don't have to answer. I'm not trying to.
No, I mean, it's something. Obviously, it's something that I think every person in the world has watched it. I'm saying that, but it's something that I would like the limit. It's similar to like other things where it's like I try not to do these things, but I mean, sometimes you fucking end up, You
feel like guilt once you.
Yeah, I would say I feel guilt about anytime I don't meet my standards or whatever,
Okay.
Yeah.
Get away if you fucking teach us. Inshallah.
So by the way, I posted something in Discord. Do you know if you'd be interested in maybe going that over that on stream? It's a longer video though, in the Flossie section.
I mean, without even seeing it.
Well, can you just take a look?
Probably not. Oh, Steven Pinker and David Deutsch.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends. It depends.
I know that name.
It could be like it could. Maybe I could check it out, but the problem is with podcasts, if they're like at all too heady, it's like it makes panel discussions very difficult. So it just depends.
Yeah, because both Pinker and Deutsch are like part of like this like rationalist like like have you heard of the term like analytic philosophy?
Yeah.
It's like it's kind of like that where it's like they're very big on like logical arguments and like scientific reasoning, stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, it could be an interesting watch, but on stream, it's like if it gets it all, just something I've noticed. If it all gets, which is just a balancing act. I think if something gets too, first of all, it's hard to like pause and then go back and stuff like that, and I think it could just get too in the weeds in general. So the gold standard of a video is something that's going to like pop off in terms of like it's simple enough to follow, but also complex enough to give a topic, but then also that allows room for pausing and talking and going back to it without being lost. Like the Zerka one, for example, is like that's a nightmare to watch on stream, right? Like it's just the language is so complicated, so dense. No one has any idea what the fuck is going on. As soon as it's derailed, there's no,
Yeah, the video talks about optimism, progress, and quantum computing, and like the unbounded potential of human technological growth, given the capacity to harness new ways to manipulate the quantum world with regards to quantum computing.
Yeah, see, it's almost like, and I mean, this is what I want to get more into. It's almost like stuff like what's happening now, where it's like, and this wasn't planned or anything, but we're having a natural conversation about this. Because I feel like it's much better. I much prefer like these panel settings than just like reacting to a video, unless it's something I really want to like react to, like a shoe on head video or something. But in general, right, I think it's like better almost if I had the ability to isolate the topic and then just build a panel around that, which is kind of what sometimes naturally happens. Because even if I start a video, we might get like 2 minutes into it and something, but at least it sets the topic. It sets kind of the mood of like, this is the general thing we're going to be talking about, even if we watch only like 5 minutes of the video. But yeah, it doesn't seem to go too well if it's a more heady, long video. I mean, we never get through it anyway. And it's hard to return to them. Like the Muslim video we did yesterday. I mean, we take it like 20 minutes into it, but it's like a 2-hour video. And it's like, we're probably not going to go back to it, But at least it caused discussion and stuff and all this stuff. Confluence is a hard out. He couldn't take his heart out yesterday. And then he was very sleepy today at work. So Confluence is going to rush off to bed. Maybe try a Tisticker Johnson to fall asleep quicker. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to go do that. Well, unless change the old oil. Okay, I'm just kidding. Am I? That's too late. Too tired for this.
Well, if people are around, I might be in the Discord. So just FYI to anybody listening. That way, Confluence can get FOMO.
Exactly. Hey, well, maybe I'll just join, just listen and fall asleep and pass out on Discord. Okay, don't threaten me with a good time.
Yeah. All right. Well,
good seeing you, Section. Good seeing you, Rage. Good seeing you, rest of the chat. Thank you, Testy, and thank you, Kirk. God bless you guys, and thank you, Testy, for supporting your local trivia. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Don't know what the topic is, but it's gonna be something incredible, as it always is. God bless you. Take care. Peace out.